Yo, people, welcome.
Yeah.
You know what time it is.
Tell him
That time of the week.
You know, and it was a big week.
Trust me.
What?
Trust me.
So,
Anyway, we're getting to the intros. Welcome to Kombat King's live show.
yeah.
Giving you that raw combat sport punditry.
Tell him Rimz.
The usual suspects around the table. The combat sports. Voices of the streets.
No.
So, today in the blue corner, we have the braggadocious Love Chat.
Yes.
Bragz.
Yes, I can chat this week.
By himself for
I can
now.
chat this week. Enough to talk about. Let's get into this one.
Yeah.
Rimz, swing it over. Go on now.
And in the red corner, we have, Greeny.
Yes,
the
one and
shooter.
all Jack Frost.
Tell him, boy.
Jack Frost.
Come on,
Hey, don't know one and
Yeah.
only.
And also in the red corner, we got myself, Rimz.
The one and only, the conductor and the controller.
Himself.
AKA,
The undercover ninja.
you know.
Yeah.
Big Cuzzy over there.
All right. So, woo! Let's get into this, boy.
UFC 284. Islam Makhachev versus Alexander the Great. I actually can call him
Pound for pound.
the Great. Volkanovski. I will call him the Great.
Give me a sec.
Volkanovski.
We recap.
Recap,
Yeah.
baby.
I remembered this week.
You remember?
Alright, cool.
We're getting into this recap because this is a recap that we need to actually break down because this was for the pound for pound and the light heavyweight.
Lightweight.
Lightweight, lightweight. They were fighting like light heavyweights the way they were scrambling in there.
They were banging still.
They were banging, man. But Islam Makhachev versus Alexander, like I said, the Great. Volkanovski. What a fight. What a fight. What a actual fight.
Great.
This has been the fight of the year. It needed to be the fight of the year because this was booked from way back last year, from when Islam had his last fight with Oliveira.
What was that, like October?
Yeah.
November?
Yeah, so it was booked.
Yeah,
It was
just
booked way.
before.
Yeah, no, October. It was like
Yeah,
October.
something like that, yeah.
And yeah, man, this is the banger. That's gonna start off the bangers that's going forward, and what a banger it was. The actual the actual main event was not a letdown. For anyone at
Far
home.
from. The card was good. The whole card was good.
Oh yeah, it was entertaining.
The whole card was good.
It was. You might not know a couple names on there for people that might be a little bit more casuals to know bigger names, but yeah, the card was actually good. And let's start off with this one. Whew. Islam Makhachev. Still and still
Happy
and
days.
still and still
Just about.
the lightweight and just
about.
Literally.
but the lightweight champion of the world. And I don't know if he's the pound for pound champion of the world because that's two different discussions I think we're gonna have to chop up.
We'll get into that, innit?
But
Hey, I got some receipts though.
go on then, throw him out.
Shall I
Throw him
throw
out
them
before
out?
we start. Go on, throw him out before we
Shout out Yusuf, yeah. 'cause
Shout
this-
out Yusuf.
Yeah,
Shout out
Yusuf is the guy, you know.
He is, I know he's the guy.
detective.
Yusuf,
still.
yeah.
I know he's the thing.
You
He
can't
gets
get nothing
He's
past
clipping
this.
stuff.
Inspector
That's why he
Gadget
clips
still.
stuff.
I know, Inspector Gadget.
He's
bro.
got one from when we had Bugs on. That was what? A good almost a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play this one first. Sorry, I ain't got it on the computer. I ain't saw the audio for that, but no.
Yeah, but he still holds the door, innit? Hey, but also got a shot against Islam as well, you know.
Nah, bro. Nah, Islam is a
for a second he might.
Islam is a heavy guy, fam, man.
No, he gets finished, bro. He gets
Nah,
finished.
bro.
He gets subbed. He gets
Nah,
subbed
bro.
easy, bro. Afterwards, I
Yeah,
watched
with this chat.
I watched Brian Ortega do that to you, bro. And Islam's not fuck you up. Islam's not gonna allow you to do it.
He just needs one takedown, bro. Yeah.
No, don't get me wrong,
bro.
Folks is not that great at wrestling.
Bro, there's so
I knew.
Is there more?
There's more.
I
knew.
you. Is that all
The
me?
rest of them were you.
Yeah, they could be. That was me. They are all
Oh
me.
my days.
All right, we're gonna talk on this.
I don't even know if Volkanovski deserves to be pound for pound, but that's story for another day. Why did you hate on the guy so much? I really actually like him as a person, but
So you don't rate him as a fighter?
Yeah, and that he's good. He's not great. I don't rate him as an excellent top tier. You lot put him in a GOAT category.
How can you not know, man?
I don't even know if Volk comes in my top 10 greatest fighters of all time.
He does now, though, right?
Comes in even in that. I don't know.
No?
So when you not even say
Volk's not your top 10.
No, I said it. Islam still don't have a great resume himself.
No, what? But Volk is not your top 10.
All time.
Yeah.
Got a couple more. We'll take a couple more.
Islam's gonna be easy work.
57 was
Easy
number
work
one
for
in the
Islam.
world, bro. But he weren't
Easy
number one
work. All these Volk fans, bro.
That's a deep one.
Don't go quiet after.
That probably hits the hardest, that one. That one hits the hardest. I could talk about that one hits the hardest. I can't lie. That one hit home.
Right, Volks is about to get put in a spiff.
Don't laugh like that. Don't laugh like that, bro. Because he lost, bro. Don't laugh like that, bro. Don't laugh like that, bro. Don't laugh like that. Don't
didn't
try
get
and
put in
laugh
the
like
spliff,
that.
though.
Don't laugh deep. That was a deep laugh. I hate when you laugh like that.
That was too
Don't laugh like that.
From down here,
Yeah,
innit?
it was a down here laugh. Don't laugh.
That was like saying Volk's gonna hurt him, but anyway.
Alright. If you want me, obviously you want me to start because I've
Nah,
got
man,
a couple
go,
of
man.
receipts.
You have to still.
Alright, so the one that I can't talk about is the one, obviously, that he's gonna totally deal with him, and obviously he was gonna sub him because I still thought he was gonna. I think we all had him.
Yeah.
We all had
Yeah,
sub.
yeah,
You
So
taught
not-
me. You taught me
I
out.
think a lot of people would have gone sub. I'm not the madman in that room if you're
No,
gonna say
no,
sub
no.
in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
sense. But the shocking thing for me in this fight was the wrestling. And it wasn't the offensive wrestling came towards the end for Volkanovski to me, but it
Quite
was
late.
me and Bowie Louie Bob. Sideshow Bob was talking.
Where's he
all
at,
day,
man?
We was talking, where's he at?
He's
But-
supposed to have been here, blood.
Yeah, I know.
Where's the boy at, fam?
But we were talking, and I'll give you this: he's a pocket rocket, like he said.
Yeah.
Inside, you can tell that he's got that
Yeah.
strong
Even
ground
Islam
strength.
said he was strong, bro.
He's
Islam
strong.
said
He said he was surprised with the
He
crowd.
said he's strong, and he looks strong. And I'll give you this. I was always talking about Volk's technique ability. One thing I was never ever talking about, one thing that he didn't bring up with a receipt, I never talked about a man's heart. That's the one thing I gave him, that I always did give him credit for. He's got heart and determination and will. And this will was beyond any other will that I've seen with a type of fighter of Islam's caliber. Amongst the Habibs, the Umars, when you see them fight other caliber of fighters. This man here, I could actually say you was Alexander the Great with a failure. Certain stories you hear about in the history come with failure, but they were so great of a story. Like even like a Martin Luther King, it ended in a failure because he got shot. Do you know what I'm saying? But what he done, that moment, what he done, the story is so inspiring to us to this day that. That's what this man done here on that level.
He showed, like, basically, he can hang, bro. Or if not hang, he could actually be the champ in that division.
Yeah, basically.
He literally showed that. Because if he won the fight, you can't say that was a robbery, bro. It was close enough where if he won, you can't really say
No,
nothing.
no. I disagree. I actually disagree with that. I think Islam clearly won 3-2.
Yeah,
like
same here.
I had him winning the first, the second, and the fourth.
Yeah,
Islam.
same here.
Yeah,
he lost the third.
I think-
and
I had it the same, but I thought it was close enough that if you said Volks, like, when they were announcing it, I wasn't thinking, Islam got this all day. I was thinking, like, man was there listening, like, who they gonna say? You get me?
I felt like if they gave a draw, I would have been like, okay, because the fifth round, you can say it wasn't that dominating. It wasn't that dominating, but it was the most dominant round of any of the rounds. So if they gave that a 10-8 because of the knockdown, then he has the ground and pound success, man, and it's based on damage, and that was when the damage was caused, and there was a lot of damage. If they gave that a 10-8, then I would be like, all right, cool, it's a draw, fair enough. It's in Australia.
It wasn't a 10-8 though.
It wasn't a 10-8. It wasn't a 10-8, but yeah, I would rather them have given it a draw than to Volk. Is what I'm saying, because it was definitely for me. It was definitely 3-2.
I can hear that. I can hear more of a draw. I'm not gonna hear Volks wins. I don't like that. All right, let me tell you why. Let me break this down. Yeah, Bailey shouts out to Bailey London as well. He says we was talking in the chat. He said something great in the chat. Volks went into, and I noticed that he went into his corner off the second round and went, "Am I winning this fight?" And they said, "Don't worry about it. Win the third, fourth, and fifth." you was losing it, like in that sense.
Mentally.
Yeah. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like they, and I think what overall in the fight, right? I think why we are so shocked is because we are not seeing that done to Islam for one. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's
so it makes it more amazing to say
Yeah.
when you really scrutinize the fight, people are gonna give Alexander that soft spot just because of what he done and how great he actually looked in the fight. And that's because of determination and will and power and drive. And listen, that man's cardio is 100. I will never doubt. I never doubted his cardio. I never said that he didn't have the. I've never said nothing. I said he's a 5-round fighter. I said he can't knock no one out. That was my thing about saying about Alexander. He don't have knockouts on his resume like that. That was my thing. And subs like that. He's just a 5-round fighter, gets the job done. There's nothing wrong with that because he had a continuous win. He was continuously winning throughout his whole UFC career. Yeah. So there's you win, baby. That's my thing. That's the number one thing. Win. I don't care how you win. Win.
Just
that's
get the
the
job
win.
done.
Get the job. I don't care whoever thinks it's boring. Because everyone thought Habib's style was boring. Oh, this guy just leaves on people. Then he become the most talked about, famous guy, loved. Oh my God, I want to see you smash. And okay, now everyone. Okay. So don't let. That's what I'm saying. When you just do you, people will jump on what you do. But let's get real with it. When you watch the fight, Islam on the feet was the more significant
talk
striker.
about that striking, bro.
You have to give him credit.
He surprised me.
It's the fear of the takedown, though, isn't it? It's the fear of the takedown makes the striking so effective. I think that's why, because he's you wouldn't think to yourself, who's an elite striker? The first name that comes to mind is definitely not Islam. You get me?
No.
You know, far from. Like, he's towards the back end
I
of the
wouldn't
line.
say it was
because he's wrestling so
That
great.
is
That's
so
why.
man, them are
It's
fearful.
so great, and he finishes everyone so quick with his wrestling. You don't have a chance to see them man stand up. With Habib, you actually see it look rigid. All
But
the
it's
time.
not even that.
It looked rigid.
It wasn't even just the fear of the takedown, I'd say, because he counted a lot throughout that fight as well.
Yeah,
He's
that's
off his
true.
back
He
foot.
counted a lot.
But you know why? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's because Volks had to get into those pockets.
Yeah, he's the
How
bigger
much
man.
times did Volks fly across and
Yeah,
miss
yeah.
shots because he was just a shorter
Out of
fighter?
range.
And Neuro, I think Neuro brought up a point saying that Volks had a longer actual arm reach than Islam or something like that.
He
Yeah,
does.
But guess what? It's not about the arm reach per se. Let me tell you what, that sternum, when you can bend and move your sternum,
it's part of the reach.
It's a
innit?
part of your
Yeah,
reach.
yeah.
And I'm telling you that now, that's why you can counter off the bat. And that's why Volk still had to jump across the cage to try and get certain strikes in to get himself in place because he's an inside fighter.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, let's switch it now. Let's switch it on this sense. Islam got so much credit, or should get so much credit for his striking, and Volkanovski should get so much credit for his wrestling.
For the grappling. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a changing of exchanges.
Yeah.
But insignificant, when you go in with the significant and then a bit of the control time, they both knocked each other down.
Although Islam's knockdown didn't get put down on the numbers, did it?
First one.
I don't think Islam had any knockdowns.
No, they did.
Oh, he had
One
two.
apiece.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, it was one each.
Oh, I thought the
He-
stats that I looked at
he
earlier.
knocked-
First
yeah,
one, I ain't checked
The knee.
The ones that got
The
put
knee.
into the group, I didn't see that still.
The stats will be here.
I thought there was no knockdown for Islam.
There was actually no. I think it was one apiece.
I'm probably wrong, but
Knockdowns.
Oh,
no, he didn't
Yeah.
get credit.
He
for
didn't
it.
give
never
the
got
knee.
credit,
He didn't
no.
give the knee. I thought that knee. I
You
thought
bent
it
the
was
knee, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You bent the knee.
I thought that. Yeah, bro. I think that's a knockdown.
let me ask you this,
'Cause
yeah.
he's
No, go on.
No, go on.
What I was gonna say about Islam, yeah, is when he was coming out to the octagon, me and Nero were sitting there saying, he looks a bit nervous, you know. And I just feel like maybe the pressure, like when this fight got announced, like the receipts, even then, like I said, I think Volks has a good shot here because he offers a different skill set. The skill set wise, I think would have been a factor against Islam anyway. If they were to run it back wherever in the world, like the skill sets will still merge how they did yesterday. But you add in the Australia effect, bro. That amount of fans in the background
crazy.
chanting
No,
for
you're
man,
right.
and they made him the arch nemesis. You get me? They were booing,
That was
man,
always gonna be the case,
bro. But
He
that
couldn't
type of
handle it.
pressure,
No,
I don't know if he
you
can
know
handle it still.
You know what? I think that got.
And you know what?
I was saying in the live stream,
Yeah.
I can't get to them, man.
No.
I had to back my boy. I was trying to give him that energy from
But
across there.
let me tell you
But,
this.
But it affected him. You could see. You're right.
But brother, you see, like you can't. These men don't suffer from that thing.
Yeah, no,
That's because we've seen Habib do it. Habib went into the Lions Den against Conor and came out calm. You get me? We've seen these men do it, but Islam is not Habib. That's what we have to remember. That's what this fact tells us. Islam is not Habib.
You think the Habib not being there as well? Because Islam said it himself in the presser. Still,
What does that tell you, though?
Keeping him calm. No, that Habib's the boss, man.
No, but that's not good. That's not, bro. If you're saying, he's not in my corner.
You know why? What did I say?
That don't sing right.
It's not that it don't sit right. What did I tell you about? What did I say in the live stream yesterday about their camp and the way they roll? I broke it down. Go listen about I broke it down about the dad and how it got passed on from the mum. They are all family orientated. It's one after the other after the other. It's a system. They come from a system. Their family is a system. From Umar to Usman in Bellator. Bro, Usman went Bellator because there's free lightweights.
There's too many over here.
You have to. You're good enough to get into the UFC. Dana would love you, but you're going to fight at your right weight and you're just going to destroy another league. It's calculated maths for all of them. And Habib is that Lions leader. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it might. I feel like it did affect Islam, but credit to him because he did get the job done.
He got the job done.
And that's what it is about. At the end of the day, that's regardless what anyone wants to say, because when it comes down to it, when we was talking about the Sean O'Malley and Yarn and we thought it was all close and somehow
it's what goes on the record.
What goes on your record
Big
is
facts.
that W.
You're right.
Let me bring up one thing. This second judge, had it for. Listen.
Yo, what was his name? Pull up his name. He begrudgingly gave votes that round.
Something Devin.
Devin, yeah.
Is it Devin Clark?
Something like, Devin begrudgingly gave Volks the 5th round, fam.
Derek Clary.
Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, Derek Clary.
Clary, yeah. Let me, listen.
Skit City from Dagestan.
Listen, no, one that. You see him, yeah? You see him? That we're swapping you for Judge Judy, bro. She knows more about MMA than you, bro.
That's it, Judge Judy, fam.
Judge Judy knows more, because that is ridiculous. 10, 9.
Yeah. He's moving mad. He's moving mad.
You're moving mad. I don't know what you were seeing. That is crazy. So that needs to come. This is the problem I have with judging. It's weird. I don't know where we go with this. But the other two judges, I have no problem with. I feel that they judged the fight how the fight should have got called.
And you see, just on Volks as well, yeah. Before we move on, I guess. Like the muscle memory that Volks has, like it just shows that muscle memory is a real thing. Man's used to messing around with 250-pound guys with the rugby team. You know what I'm saying? He can go down in weight, but it's still there. You get me? And that's where that strength came from. And I always thought that was going to be a factor still.
I hate that.
But I still don't think, like, after this fight, last night I was thinking to myself, like, who could beat Islam based on that performance? I still don't think anyone can beat him. Like, I keep on saying it, Jalen Turner, and I truly believe that still. And it's not because you might know that Jalen's my guy, but that's what I see.
Kind of slightly when we was making the style after seeing Styles after that, let me see a little bit more from Jalen.
I need to see more.
Yeah.
What on what basis though are you judging it on?
Because he's got knockout power, he's the length and the reach and the height, and he can submit, man.
From the bottom,
and he's strong. He's strong at that weight, bro. He's supposed to be 170. He's strong at that weight, bro.
He's tall, man. He's difficult. You know what it is? These men are used to dealing with guys they're used to dealing with. I feel like when it comes to someone a bit. But I feel like that's anyone. Look, that happened to Jones. Jones was used to dealing with smaller guys because no one was taller than him at the time. Yeah. And then he got Gustafsson and he was like, someone taller than me.
It's an adjustment.
And he was like, and someone that's got the same reach as me. And then he was getting kicked left, right, bust up. He's like, this is mad.
True. When you're not used to a certain look, you have to get used to it.
Going to a new job, bro. If I go and do your job and you do my job right now for what we do for work, what happens? They just throw you
rattled.
Rattled. Let me go and do your job and you go and do my job.
You be alright.
Thank you.
You be alright.
I'm just saying.
We got a question Yusuf put in there. Is it me or did Islam get tired towards championship rounds after it was first time he's been in making the fight?
Yeah.
Big facts, yeah.
Possibly still.
Yeah, 100. You see it. It was gas, bro. He was getting his head
pounded
in.
Volks was able to push a good pace, man. You get me? And also, it's when them takedowns ain't being successful, how much does that sap mentally?
You know what it is? I think Rimz, I'm going to go back on a point. I'm going to have to say this. I was saying that these men don't need Habib, but he needed Habib in his corner. You know where? Habib would have told him when not to do certain things.
He said when he spoke to him, he told him, why do you do this? Why do you do that? And he was like,
listen, if you watch Habib's fight against Oliveira, he won it for him. Go back and watch
everything he
the
says.
Habib snippet.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
watch it before. And say your name's out. Go and watch what he does. I'm telling you, it's the confidence of the camp. They're actually lying. Do you know when Lion S is rolling the pack?
And that's the
They
thing
are
as well.
packs,
Because look
bro.
at Bully. Look at
Yeah.
Bully B.
Yeah.
That's
Bully
true.
B got that effect. You get me?
They got something when you go. It is.
When you got them man in your corner.
Yeah. And I think. Yeah, you're right. You shouldn't need to.
It
have
shouldn't
that.
need it, but I get it. I do get it. I do get
It's
it.
like having Trevor Whitman in your corner. When we were saying Trevor Whitman was the GOAT trainer of that year, when he had all champions all over the place, and he was just saying the right things, and it was working. Every time he said something, it worked. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, because look at the Kamaru Usman. When he was saying that he was trying to set up Leo before he got knocked out and woke up 20 minutes in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Look what he actually said. Me and Whitman, and he did. I went left. I went right. It wasn't. I'm trying to knock. He's like, I was trying to knock out his clock. That's what he actually said. But he was like, boom, woke up in the ambulance. Like, I walked around the ring. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just walking around.
Man was just there, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's just my point, innit? So Styles.
Do you think? I know he's lost before, but do you think the invincibility cloak comes off Islam now? Do other fighters look at him and think? Because I see someone just put about
Volks is. Well, in my eyes, Volks is up there. He's special, bro. So.
But do you think Volks does well against other lightweights? Because I don't think he matches up very well with other lightweights personally.
Going against this, you can say something on this, but let me just go to what you're gonna say now. We had this in the group chat. This is gonna sound weird, but again, this is why I think styles make fights. I think Volks goes up and will beat somebody like Du Bronx. I actually do think he beats someone like Charles. That pressure, Charles don't kind of like that. Pressure's mad, My point is, I don't think he beats Dustin Poirier. I think Dustin hits hard and takes down,
hard as well,
and he can go 5 rounds. Dustin's he can go 5 rounds. He's got enough 5 rounds. Deep waters. I know Dustin's been subbed, but when you really look at the way Dustin gets finished, he gets subbed. He gets put in awkward positions and like, do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
But I'm just saying, for a style, I think in that weight,
it would be
for
a good fight.
Volkanovski, it would just be a style thing. Do you know what? Because how small he is, man. If he was just built like the right person.
He showed that one a factor, really. He showed it one a factor.
All right, then. So now we give... let them rerun it back, and then Khabib's in the corner in a fair.
I don't think they run this back still.
I'm just
not
saying,
right now.
Not that they do. I'm not
anytime
that they do
soon.
because I don't want to see just run back. But I'm just saying they do run it back in a fair with Khabib in the corner in a fair equal playing ground. Or imagine if it was just in Russia, say for instance, for some reason, and Volkanovski goes over there. I'm not saying but what do you think now happens? See,
in the rematch.
I still think it would be a. I don't think
with Khabib in the corner like that as well.
How much is gonna change in terms of because he defended the wrestling well, so like I'm pretty sure he doesn't need Khabib. I think maybe on the ground, what could he have done better?
I still think he needs to be good with the wrestling because knowing when to let go. You know what? Like Yusuf just said, he gassed out because I don't think he knew what to do and when to do at the right time. Let go, strike at the right time. Like I don't think I think he was trying to make it more up in his head than trying to go with the usual of having somebody comfortable, especially in this big situation. Because remember, he went Australia, with no
Yeah.
That's crazy, It wasn't even like in the USA where he's used to it. So, but shouts out to Alexander Volkanovski. Let me tell you something. That man's determination, effort, fight, composure, will, screaming on the floor. You ain't doing nothing to me. You alright, bro? It was. Whatever you're doing to these other guys, this is what you're doing to them because they ain't doing. I don't know what he was screaming, but he was a real Australian geezer, bro. That's a mix. That's an Australian geezer right there, bro. That was yeah, man.
Yeah. It was serious though.
I'm not gonna lie. I have to give him his credit.
Rate him even more, man.
But pound for pound on that question before we move on.
Yeah. Before we move on, then.
Islam does not deserve to be pound for pound off of that performance. If you want to say that, I'll give you that.
I hear you.
Is Volkanovski the pound for pound still great? You're going to have to stay. It sounds weird. You're going to have to say yes in a weird way.
But bog standard logic, you have to make him Islam.
Yeah, Islam is.
Yes. No, you have to because it was funny. I said that yesterday. You have to. You have to.
But in the people's eyes.
I'm just saying off of a man going from a down way up.
But the way it looked.
Yeah, in performance, to carry yourself in that performance, even with a loss. Like I said, the loss tells stories. I have to say, is it? does he actually? It's hard, but I'm telling you now, if Johnny, my guy, comes back, puts your guy cereal in the box.
Don't say my guy.
Your
fam.
guy cereal in the box.
Cereal's never been my guy.
And does what Islam can't do real early off of a 3-year layout. Just does it early. So that's why I said I want to do it early. Like 1 round or 2. Just
That's the
black,
next big one, isn't it?
Black, you get me? I don't care how he does it. Black choke, whatever he wants to do. Just black, get man out of there, and then goes back to the real pound for pound. And then we don't have this stupid.
This fight is quite similar to that fight, you know, the Jones Garn fight, because footwork wise, ain't no one better than Volk, and Garn's footwork is very good, and he's an athlete, just like Cyril Garn, and John Jones should win, just like Islam should win. Trust me, it's gonna be a difficult fight, that one still for Jones. It's not gonna be a single like one-sided as you think. Still, I really don't believe it. But
pound for pound,
Islam, innit?
pound for pound.
yeah, it's gotta be Islam after he wins. But in my eyes, I still think it's close 1 and 2. You might as 1 and 1.5. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. All right. I hear you. So where do we go here? From here, like quickly. So obviously we know what's gonna. We from Volkanovski's side, we know that he said that he's obviously gonna.
Go defend
the featherweight and carry on that journey. Live up to what he says, and hopefully
then move up.
And
I mean, clear out a few more names, like maybe 5 more.
Arnold and maybe a couple
5 more.
Yeah, because I think he needs a resident. This is what I'm saying. That's the problem I had. And that's what made it make it in my head. Yeah, I always wanted to say I wanted to call him a good fighter and great fighter. I did. I was fighting against it. It's because I just felt like through his resume, people were overhyped. I could see that he had potential, and he does have potential. He's good in it, but his resume is not great. I know Max is Max is it's because of the way he punched up Max in the last fight, and Max is considered one of the GOATs. If you want, he's one of the GOATs.
Featherweight.
What?
He probably is featherweight GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my point with his resume.
Or was.
That's what I'm trying to say. You're gonna say was, but this is what I'm trying to say. Max still has a better resume.
No,
Max
he does.
He's been doing this for a long
Bro,
time.
I've underestimated
He does.
Volks.
He does. Volks' resume is not
But
even two times.
To put Max on your resume 3 times, bro.
That's very good.
And Aldo.
Yeah.
And
but Max has got Aldo.
I hear you, but
Twice.
but still.
Allow it. Max has got
3 times.
Yeah.
Max gonna get 1 over you.
Yeah, that's cool. I get what you're meaning, but remember, this is what I'm talking about. Is Max was fighting from so young. Think about it as well. Max was fighting from so young and fighting. He was a bit like John Jones in the sense of fighting from so young and killing guys and going through it. But Max was taking a beating.
Yeah, he lost the big matchups back in the day. That's the problem.
He gets hit. He gets hit hard, bro. Max he gets hit. I've seen Max get. I'm not saying he can't take it because Max can take the. You get me? He's a bad man, bro. That's why we love him. But
of course.
he gets hit, and that catches up to you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's why I feel like towards the end when someone like Volks obviously showed that he's the better fighter than Max in that style. But I feel like Max has still got the better resume. Build your resume. That's what makes me go through it. When you got that resume, we talk. But where does Islam go from here?
He needs a resume.
Again,
he's
same
another
thing.
man. He's another man.
You
You're
see
right.
what I'm trying to say?
You're right.
And I said he has no resume. This is why I said when it was going pound for pound, and I was like, what?
You're right.
But I was like, both of these don't even
It's
have a
not
resume.
bad.
It's not
But
bad.
it's not
built.
like you get me. You're
Compared
looking at
to-
it and you're like, yeah, that's a bad boy resume. You get me? Like he needs them names now.
His
still.
next
He needs
fight-
the top 5s.
Yeah. But his next fight is going to be the winner of Gaethje Fiziev, surely.
That's why.
Or
Or
Dariush.
Dariush. If
Oliveira.
Dariush wins, I think it should be
But when is that
Dariush.
fight? That fight is when?
Yeah, 100
Hold on, but when's that fight? Because I feel like that fight's later. Can't remember. Fiziev Gaethje, that's on
thought it was
in
in
April.
What's that?
In April.
Yeah.
Is it the week
Hey,
before?
the Dariush fight.
Dariush.
It's
When
April,
is that?
That's
April, I
believe.
think. April.
I think that's April.
Okay. Yeah, because Fiziev and Gaethje's in March, yeah?
Yeah, against Du Bronx.
So if Fiziev comes out and does a mad performance, they could easily give it to Fiziev still.
Yeah, because that's on the Pereira card, I think.
And Fiziev's got decent skill set to match up with Islam as well. To be fair,
Fiziev?
he's got good takedown defense.
It's alright.
Well, he hasn't been taken down, I swear.
RDA.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. But striking wise, he's good.
I think that was the only person who really probably could wrestle that you fought up to.
Yeah, I think we went through that before, innit? And RD is legit.
So I still want to see that. But
So let's just build it. Who do you want to see him actually fight next then?
who? Islam.
Yeah.
If Benil wins, Benil. I think that will be a kind of a difficult one as
Just
well,
wait.
if anything, out of the people there.
Just because the grappling, the
Grappling
strength,
department and the strength.
Yeah,
Benil
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like he's quite
Strong.
strong still.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah.
that tension
Yeah,
strength, like
yeah,
tendons.
yeah,
And they're
You
not
hold tight. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Your
strong,
muscles just
strong.
strong. Alright, who about you? You want to see Islam fight?
Yeah, either Fazeev or the winner of the Oliveira Benil fight. But
Okay.
really, I would rather see Fazeev. I think.
I want to see him fight Dustin Poirier.
Poirier, you're smoke Poirier,
I
bro.
want to see it. I need to see it. That's the. You know why? Because look at Poirier's resume. Go and see how much greens. I just need to see it. You need to go through
hate you.
these guys. It's not about.
hate you.
It's just because that's what I'm saying.
If they want to,
hate you.
if they want to fill a
This
fight,
is why
yeah.
I said Poirier was so close to that title, and it's like you just went in that right position at the right time because you could have got it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like when I said Eddie Alvarez, he should have never been the champ, bro. That's at that time.
Yeah, if
At that
Poirier
time,
had it lined up at the same time,
Thank
it
you.
would- you get-
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
point.
yeah,
It's-
yeah.
It was just the timing that we talk about timing. And that's
Shout
what
out to
I'm
the
saying.
Underground King, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm. No, shout out to him. I shout out to all the fighters, man. Anyone that fights, shout out to them, bro. Get me? No matter how much I go onto someone, it's only.
Of course, it's all
what
it's
I'm
all
saying?
banter, fam.
But do you have any questions? Or anything, Rimz? Do you have anything before we move on? Do you have anything? Major, do you want to ask us anything before?
No, I think we're cool to move on from what we got here.
So we know what Volks is on next.
So shouts out to both fighters, man. Great fight for UFC, great main event for UFC 284.
Yeah, it was.
Get me? We was live there, going crazy. So
All right,
reaction video soon come out. Yes.
Yeah. So we got Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett. Rodriguez gets the submission, but he ain't got no ground game.
Man said it so soft. Killing me softly with his song. Killing me. Man just started singing. Man said it so softly, bro. Oh my days.
Yeah, that one
gave
didn't.
Josh Emmett the Fugees, bro. Man singing. Man. As your brother calls him, the White Woodley, bro.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
still.
pretty much is.
That was a shame.
As
Still.
Lankz calls him the White Woodley.
The thing is, he's got better wrestling. I was still adamant on it. He's got better wrestling than Yair, but listen, that the choke once he locked it in, it was done, isn't it?
Curtains, man.
Yeah, he tightened it up. I was looking at it thinking, he ain't gonna tighten that up. Then I see him start to rearrange it. I said, and then I just had to be quiet for him. Yeah, that weren't good for me still, but
Yair Rodriguez, I'm not gonna lie, he's one of them guys that he will perform, and then against the right top of the tier, something can go bad. But again, he's now gonna have to fight Volks, and that's another style that we're gonna have to see, and another person that if
It's
he
another
puts
on
on
the
the
resume.
resume,
Yeah.
if Volks does it, then we can start building this again.
Think-
Because Yair is
I think he's an interesting opponent
That's what
because
I'm
he's
saying.
unorthodox, isn't it? So
Yeah,
he'll always be
anyway,
interesting.
when it's
Yeah.
Because look at the Korean zombie situation. Like,
yeah.
That was
he's knocking man out with
crazy.
fucking
Back elbow.
Wing Chong elbows,
Back
bro.
elbow,
Like,
man's done
On
that
the,
back
on the
elbow
final
burst,
second,
man.
on the
Man,
final second,
yeah.
buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, buzzer beat as well. Yeah,
Ice in my veins.
Ice in my veins, yeah.
so
But-
yeah.
But Josh Emmett, yeah, I the reason I thought he could have won this fight personally is again the mixing up with the wrestling, and he caught Emmett, he caught Yair a couple of times.
That overhand right.
Yeah.
With that overhand,
Yeah.
That's all he has in his
Man
pocket.
is spamming L1 circle, bro.
Yeah, literally, that's what Lankz said. He's a man that presses square.
That's
and X
literally,
only.
bro.
Yeah, that's
literally.
crazy. No.
Doesn't
sprint
care
button.
if he's in range or
No,
not, fam.
yeah.
He's just throwing, fam. if he
does.
touches you, fam.
Yeah, and it's like a bit like, like IQ wise, that's not the greatest.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. What you just said. He's wrestling. I believe he's a better wrestler than Yair. This is the problem why I always talk about IQ and conditioning before I talk about anything to do with your technique or anything. I need to see that. Your IQ of how you fight and your conditioning to see if you can keep up. Oh, another thing. And if you're just genuinely tough. Yeah? Because this is the situation. When you get hit and you wrestle, you can wrestle bad. He's a wrestler. He should get, he just got his head clotted and he's trying to scramble and he's hurt. And that's why he's wiggling towards trying to chain wrestle. There's a difference between getting hit and still being able to grab a man and carry through. Or, all right, knowing I've been hit, let me just grab him, clinch, hold, move around so I've got, but you know what I'm saying? There's that IQ in your head. There's a level to it, and that's that. I've even seen Habib do it. Get clipped. You get me? And he's like, no, boom, I'm holding you. Like, we're not moving for 30 seconds until I got. You understand? It's the truth. Like, get me? Hunter clipped him. Get me? And he Johnson clipped him, and he grabbed him, and he said, "Bro, like, give me 2 minutes. Gather my thoughts." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's about the IQ, and when you. Emmett was again. What was he ranked? 4th or something like that? But it was for the interim,
something like that.
5th or something. But again, when you get up there again, top 5, that's where it comes into it.
Yeah.
Toughness.
You know,
skills.
my logic was for saying Emmett, because I saw Max have success, with the wrestling. I just assumed Max is nowhere near a wrestler, bro. So if you get someone who can wrestle, and actually implements that with some good setups, which Josh didn't have no good setups for the wrestling either, really. I thought, you know what, you probably have success, but it is what it is. This
game
is why we love
plan
the game.
Exactly.
But did you
MMA
expect-
maths, man.
Yeah,
It don't.
Did you expect the finish?
Not the
Not the sub.
That's what I'm saying.
Not the sub.
Because
But I know he's dangerous.
It's impossible.
You know what
It's
it is?
impossible to suggest
I
the
said,
sub.
You're screaming at me on live.
man had
Please go
good
back.
jiu-jitsu from the bottom, innit? I was trying to tell you that. You're just like, nah, you're just disregarding it, bro.
Yeah.
And then man subs him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
like,
I hear you. No, I hear you. But Emmett, again, Emmett. I should have Lankz in that sense. Emmett did exactly what Lankz said he was gonna do. Fight dumb.
Yeah.
He did, bro. He
was
actually
poor
did.
still.
It was like for your didn't
For your
struggle
big,
in that.
for your big chance.
Yeah, for your big chance
Yeah, like-
with a 5-round fight and the way you fought a bit, and then he got clipped. He got clipped, and then he rushed.
Yeah.
That's my point. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And like, Yair's take nothing from that performance from Yair Rodriguez. No, I can't take.
No,
that.
it was a solid one still.
When you deal with a man the way you deal with a man, you can't take
I
nothing
can't like that body
away.
kicks.
Did
Oh,
you see?
I was just waiting for the head kick just to
The
collapse
damage.
him, blood.
Yeah,
because
it
I
was-
thought he was gonna
he-
start.
he
dropping
landed
the
one.
hands, bro.
Was it him that landed the question mark kick?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What?
Oh, let me
Yeah,
tell you.
bro.
I don't know. I
Chop
called
the
him a
legs.
Rebor Zabib.
Nah, bro. He's
It's a different style, bro. The thing is, he's
I
so
called him-
unorthodox.
They do that unorthodox, but he does it where Zabib does it where I see Zabib don't ever look like he's in trouble.
Bro, but he's
He
unorthodox
does it where he-
technique.
like,
This
Rimz
is
said
the
he
madness.
gives up
I don't
his
know,
back.
like-
Look what you say. Emmett gives
Yeah,
up his
but
back.
Yair-
He does stupid to point. He gets himself into. It's the truth. That's why I never went with Yair.
Yair's
as well.
unorthodoxness is technique, though. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
fam,
it
like,
is, it
I'm going to
is.
throw this elbow and I'm going to hit you with a point of the elbow. It's not like
Yeah,
a lucky
yeah.
strike. Like, man's, everything seems like
that's very
he's fought through. Like, even he had him hurt and he threw a wheel kick.
Yeah.
Spinning wheel kick. And I was like, yo, like, jeez, if that lands, he's going to kill, man, bruv.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That first kick to the body left
Oh.
red. It was. He didn't need to kick him off.
And the leg
that
kick.
was a stain. He's stained. You know when you're stained, bro. Like that's it, bro. Can't come out the t-shirt. No matter how much washes you put that on. That's only for life, bro. No personal non-bio ain't helping you, bro. You're done.
Permanent ink.
stain. Yeah, that was bad.
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
mad.
But yeah, man. Shouts out to both fighters. We're gonna see this featherweight interim thing,
Whatever
pan
you
out,
wanna
whatever
call it.
it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
for real.
I don't know when they're gonna book it. Hopefully they book it. When do you want to see this book?
International fight, we get it, yeah. Bro, that card could be a banger still. That card
They
could
said
really be
it.
a banger.
Who
No,
said
they
it?
ain't said it.
Oh,
but I'm
you want,
saying,
wait, just you said it. I know you said it. So I
yeah,
thought
for
someone
that,
else said it.
for that still.
You like it for that as well?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, you know,
3
with
fights on International Fight Week.
yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
3 championship
Why not?
fights.
Why
you
not?
know?
What would
Like
it be?
three
What,
championship-
Jamal Hill and someone, this and what else?
I don't know, maybe a theme. No,
But they might put on Connor and thing. Or if they, I don't think they're gonna be ready by
I don't know
then.
if they're gonna be ready, yeah. By
Yeah.
then, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but you know what? With
Oh.
with Josh Emmett, Brian Ortega's been out for a while. You know, he's gonna be out for a while. It might make sense for him to come back and fight Brian Ortega.
If them fight, bro. But if you don't need money, then just go and be a bin man now or something, bro.
I said be a big man.
Yeah. I'm honest, bro. I didn't mean to be that disrespectful.
Why? Because he ain't got a chance to win the belt.
Yeah, like, even do my job, bro. Like, not in a disrespect, just do, you get me? Just do a normal
Leave the
9 to
game.
5. Yeah, bro, just go, yeah.
He's
Don't
36.
get, you're 37, not even 36.
37.
That stayed in my head yesterday. Because I thought he's like 34.
So that the body
35.
kick.
Well, that's what I went, whoa. I said, damn. I even went like this. That's what I said. I was like, damn, man. I didn't want to say because you can't go back in there. I was like, but damn. Age, I looked at him. I was like, and then what he was saying, like he's so one-dimensional and you're 37. I was like, damn, man, that's not good.
No new skill
Yeah,
sets.
no new say yes. Damn. Yeah, you ain't gonna learn nothing new.
Yeah, it ain't good still.
And your man, and then you
Don't
come
kill
into
him,
mind, he was
man.
like, he was injured. He he's been out for time. I was like, oh yeah, can't even train hard. You know that? You know when everybody starts coming to your head.
That's it. You can't even train hard.
Yeah, but I just have to let it go. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hey, Yair needs to fix up though, bro. Man's wearing cowboy hats, bro.
What?
Where's the sombrero?
Bro.
I was
what
expecting
he's
the
doing.
sombrero,
Yeah,
bro.
what's it,
He needs to come out with a sombrero, fam. I told you, fam. Mexican fighters, they ain't the same when they don't come out with a sombrero,
You
fam.
must live in Texas, bro.
Sombrero and this type of music, fam. This is how I describe it, bro. I don't know how it sounds. I just know it's some type of guitar, fam. Just run that shit.
And on that note, Rimz, have you got any questions?
Toko said they're defo going to be careful with matchmaking now. Only 16 pay-per-views away from UFC 300. Early next year,
True.
they defo want Jones McGregor on there.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
That is a very, very, very great point.
Yeah. For
That's
real?
a very great point. They are going to be careful with matchmaking, but you know the UFC want bread, so
Yeah.
they will figure this out when they do something.
Oh, they'll figure it out.
And
Volks versus Conor or some shit.
Again, not to say. I keep telling guys, I've got a segment waiting for people. I've got a segment built, but
I forgot
Again,
to say something still.
these
What?
undercover guys are becoming stars.
Yeah.
These guys, I
Like
keep
who
saying
in-
The
What do
UFC
you mean?
model
in the
is good, man.
I keep saying it. I've got facts to back this up. Wait,
When
hey,
you
my
s-
facts not fiction.
Go on,
Hey,
go on.
hey, no, I'm just saying. I
Like
don't
who
know
though?
why I put it
Who
in.
you
I said it.
He's saying
referring
he's
to?
saving it for the
I've
facts,
already
not
said it.
fiction.
Like undercover, I didn't say they're when I said they're superstars like that. I didn't mean that they're
It's
they're
different
stars,
definitions.
though, bro.
People wanna watch
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I'm telling you, bro. They don't have to be champions.
No, no,
and
no.
if you're in the bro, you don't even have to. People, bro. Do you know how much people Kobe like tunes into? Like, go watch
Yeah,
the
bro.
pay-per-view number just because it's so hated and like, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Or love.
Even if he's
Yeah,
loved,
for real.
bro.
Depending on
People
whether you
love
wear the
him
red
as
hat or
well.
not, fam.
But that's what I'm saying, just in general. But like the model of what I'm saying.
No, of course.
Saying. I'm just saying.
Hey,
So you're right.
I'm on a backtrack though,
Go on.
because this brought up a point I wanted to say in the Islam debate.
Yeah,
bro.
go on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Islam Conor, bro. That's a real possibility, bro. That because the way Islam look, I'm like, I think Conor will have a way better chance than the Habib situation, bro. against Islam.
Yeah.
Number one, we have to wait till we find out what weight they fight at. We still don't know if China goes up because China's happy to go up.
That's gonna be at 170.
See?
That's gonna be at
happens
170.
You
I don't
can't then call out Islam and go,
And-
I want no. You have to fight.
Let
out.
me-
You have to fight at the lightweight.
Now let me give you a prediction. Yeah, you ready for this one? This one might be a bit mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler is gonna be at 170, and then the Islam Conor fight will be at 165 for the 165 belt. Because at the end of this year, they might change up the weight classes. Something needs to change. They're talking about the weight classes a lot.
People
Possibly in time for
people
UFC. Imagine
UFC will.
that UFC 300 thing just made me think.
Dana
Can
said
you
it
imagine?
last
That's a
year
way
that
to
he's
make
not-
Conor
but
a title fight.
Dana already said it last year that he's not adding no more.
Dana
weight classes.
talk shit,
Bro,
bro.
you gonna trust what Dana says, fam?
He'll say one
I know
thing
he
and
slaps
then
his
the next
wife,
day
bro.
he'll say completely something different, bro. Like,
You can't trust the man that slaps his wife.
But alright, cool. But I'm just saying, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Ooh, what would the ideal? I know we can't.
Do you know what?
We'll do
You
that
know
at
what?
the end.
I
We'll
know
do
why
that.
you say that though, because if Conor can't get a belt,
Bro, it's business.
They just make Conor a belt.
Bro, that's what I'm
They kinda
saying.
have to give him a belt.
I
And
know
they've
what
been
you
talking
mean.
about the 165 division for a while.
I know what you mean.
Can you imagine?
And they brought back Kevin Lee.
Bro,
He was the one.
Bro.
I know,
Bro.
and they were screaming, and he was the one screaming. He was one of the first people screaming for it.
Bro.
Back then, like on the early, like when he was on the come up and he was winning, he was like, I need to be at 165. I remember that.
Kobe could
Yeah,
make that weight
Poirier,
class.
Poirier, they could
Yeah.
do Conor Poirier.
Kobe could make that weight class.
The mix
Yeah.
up. The mix up.
That's a superstar weight class, you know.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
kinda
wrong.
crazy, you know.
I'm only flinging it out there like, man,
If they get
like
desperate.
that.
If they get desperate, if Conor something man happens against Chandler, they can always run it, bro.
Mad.
Conor will have the first opportunity at that belt.
100%.
If he's
that's-
like-
To
that's-
say I'm the
yeah.
triple champ.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just to say it.
Now what? Yeah,
They
bro.
want Conor to be the first triple champ.
Of course, bro. Of course,
That's the
fam.
history. They don't want no one else to kind of get that. They
No,
don't
no,
mind
no, no,
They
no.
don't mind anyone else being the double.
If
champ
Henry
because
Cejudo goes up and wins the 145 or something, they're gonna have nightmares, bro. Man, quadruple C, fam. Get out. Get out of here, bro.
I'm literally triple.
Fair enough.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on.
Ooh.
Your guy, go on, say it. Say his name. Go on.
Young boy Jack. Della Maddelena. Della Maddelena. Hey, where's your yard flag?
Where's your yard?
Hey, it's not the belt. Not the belt.
Versus Randy Brown, and we have another performance of the night from another Australian.
Indeed.
What a performance it was. He pancaked him.
Yeah, he did.
He absolutely flatlined him.
He needed time to adapt though to the range and everything, but
But
soon
you can
as
see him processing it.
Good.
soon as he backed him up and you see him start slowing down and he had nowhere to go, he just said, "Yep, I got you."
One time.
So nasty.
It was one time.
Yeah,
Literally the first time he threw a real
Solid punch.
set.
like-
You got him.
Hands are stoned,
That
bro.
is mad.
It
The
just
man
shows his
done a
power
mad
is
thing
real.
as well.
Yeah.
Man was all discombobulated, bro.
Man, them chicken dance.
Brother, he made Randy Brown become a prostitute, bro. He flicked that leg out and was asking.
I said
brother,
wide legs.
Wide legs, bro. He was flicking and twerking, and then he pancaked. Bro, he front flipped. Bro, is it me, guys, or did Randy Brown front flip?
Yeah,
He front flipped. Oh my God.
You know the thing is, Randy Brown ain't no joke either, blood.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I think all of us.
I hate the flashy stuff though.
No, man.
He does the flashy
No,
stuff.
Randy
too
Brown
much,
alright, man.
you know?
Bro,
But
at this,
alright.
he's
He's
not
alright.
bad. Bro, he could beat people in the top 15.
He's starting to go even down more for me.
I think he can still beat people in the top 15.
Go look at how much W's he's got.
What?
At Walter.
Yeah.
No.
At what? Yeah, bro. If you bring up the list,
He's
I'm
a scraper still. He's a scraper. He might
is.
just scrape it.
But I remember he was on the second longest win streak at welterweight. But yeah, for me, it just shows that Jack is serious, man. Like his hand, the things that we know about Jack are real. The power, the ability to connect with your opponent is there. And also his defense looks sharp, bro. Like, man, literally, bro, I was watching and I was like, this is basically a boxing match. It turned into a boxing match. And Jack was just waiting. You could see Jack was just, he was a step ahead. He was just waiting, throwing the punches. Cool. Okay, that's the range. Working it out. 1 minute in, bang, you're gone.
Randy Brown's no good. When I look at his resume, he just lost to Jack. He obviously beat Trinaldo in his last fight.
Trinaldo old.
Yeah, Trinaldo's old.
I'm
but
not
solid.
that. Chaos William.
Yeah, that was a good fight, that
John
fight.
Gordon. Yeah. Alex Oliveira. Then he lost to
like meaty welterweights, bro. Like,
Yeah, but
everyone.
like no one's like
and then
up there yet.
he lost to he lost to Vincent
Vincent Luque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Luque, yeah. Lost to Nico Price. Lost to Blair.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that
good.
one was
Yeah,
dirty.
that was a good fight still.
Blair Mohammed.
Yeah,
So
but
every time he gets to that,
Bilal's
Someone
elite.
who's
Bilal's
like-
elite though.
let's talk about this.
Top five.
Let's talk about this.
Alright, go on then.
Let's talk about this.
I think we're kind of done, man.
Yeah.
Where's Jack go?
That's there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It's got to be top 15, surely.
Yeah, 100.
Got to be top 15. Can you pull up
So
the
if I
rankings?
can-
Can you pull
oh
up the
yeah,
rankings?
Pereira. What's his name? Pereira. What's his name?
Alex Pereira,
Yeah,
the
'cause
tall guy.
He's
The
out of the
tall
fight
Pereira.
with
Oh, okay,
That's-
yeah.
I think he's out. What's his name?
Oh, who was he fighting?
Brady.
I can't remember.
Brady-
Oh,
oh.
Yeah, Brady's out.
Yeah, Sean
So
Brady.
they could run.
What
that,
happened to
so-
Sean Brady?
I don't know. I
Fair
saw
enough.
it, but yeah, he's out.
Okay, yeah, they can run that. Bro, when is he booked for? Do you know?
I don't know when that fight was.
Because
booked.
he can fight next week. He's good, bro. He can fight next week, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's
Yeah,
absolutely
that
fine.
would be decent.
Jack actually said
Get
I
him
wanted
ranked.
to show his submission game because he just knocks him. But it's still another finish and a round one finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to rate him, man. That Australian crowd, they reckon that he's gonna be the one back there, like Volkanovski.
That was his hometown as well, you
Yeah.
know.
That's
Like
what
he
I'm
literally
saying.
could
Yeah.
cycle to the arena. So
That's what I said. They reckon
yeah,
he'll be back
yeah.
as the actual Volkanovski.
Well,
You think so?
2023,
I think a couple
It's too
years
soon.
maybe how it chops up.
2023 is
Depending-
too soon.
Yeah, I think it's too soon. Yeah,
2024?
You gotta say, I'd say even 2 years maybe.
Nah, I think 1 more year, bro. If
Do you
because he's
remember-
gonna have 3 or 4
you gotta
fights this year.
remember, if he has a loss that pushes you back, takes one long.
Yeah, but if they match it right, he's not gonna hold a loss. You get me? Like he could. If I don't know who's in the rankings, but if they like Alex Pereira, for example, that's a good fight for him. I think he comes through that because
Yeah.
Alex Pereira gives up weight. Like his chin's always high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll get
Fights
caught.
well.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah.
gas.
Yeah,
Some
he'll-
3-round
exactly.
fights, he gets gas.
And Jack's
By the third round, he's done.
Yeah, but I was more impressed with Jack's defense, and plus Alex Pereira's got similar dimensions to Randy Brown. He's quite big and quite long, so we've seen him go through someone like that. So that's a great opponent because it's another name on the resume.
And just do it quick as well. 'Cause
Yeah,
if you do
run it quick.
then-
That's what I'm
because
saying.
he dealt with
If he has 3 or 4 fights this year, he's 2 fights. Like I think he's about 3 or 4 fights away from a title fight. to be honest, because he's got a lot of hype around him as well. And he sells, like, bro, you heard the pop in Australia. They could take him there any day of the week and sell out.
Yeah, that's
So,
Any questions, Rimz?
No, not really. You got one, but I'm gonna maybe save it for the end.
Alright, cool. That's cool.
I could do it.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Say it. Go on.
Alright, we'll do it now.
Quickly.
What would be your ideal 300 card?
that sounds like a don't get smoked episode right there.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'll do 4 title fights, bro.
Oh,
I'll do something like even 5.
Five, run it like PFL.
I'll do 5. I'm serious. 5, bro.
then they ain't got nothing. You're not getting no good pay-per-views.
Yeah, but
for
what
like
if-
a good few months after?
What if we
Fam,
did, if they,
I don't even really like. You could kind of still make it happen, like if you stagger one a month, like if you do,
Bro.
because it depends on how the pay-per-views actually end up finishing.
I clocked
I'll do
it.
something
They do
crazy
the
like that.
165 belt, the 175 belt, the 225 belt, and then 2 female belts, and then just run it like that.
You're
It's
saying
a
they're
new year.
gonna
It's
add
new.
the
It's a
fucking
whole new
cruiserweight.
year. We got a whole new plan, fam. You get me?
No, Atom.
And
We're
then-
talking
and
about Atom, mate.
There you go. Add
talking
that
about
one on,
still.
and you add the what's the Brazilian Donny that's been fighting at light heavyweight then heavyweight. What's his name again?
Oh, Jalton.
Jalton.
Yeah,
They-
he's a
run it for the
cruiserweight guy. He's a
225.
cruiserweight guy.
Run it for the 225, and by that time, Alex Pereira will be the 205 champ. Run him on the 225 too, blood.
My thing is you know what? Is there enough MMA fighters for all those weights?
Bro,
Is
an
there?
endless supply, fam. Dana's
but
got
no,
in Dana's DMs.
I,
Yeah, there's
like I know like that, but at that quality, you know, UFC still bend on high
But-
quality. That's why
but
certain
bro.
guys that you see. You want in the UFC when you're watching Contender Series, you're like, bro, and he loses, you're like, bro, you're still good enough to get in, bro, because and then you still don't see them, like,
But-
you know what I'm saying, like in the sense of they still want that kind of high end quality. That's what they kind of
but look at it like
base
this, yeah.
their pride on as well.
But look at it like this, yeah. If someone has a spinning wheel kick knockout and it's a spectacular knockout, no matter what, right? If you can't really gauge the level of opponents because you don't know the level of competition, then it's gonna look good anyway. You know what I'm saying? So the quality of the fight
I hear
is
you.
kind of what
No,
you make
not
it.
really.
Because it's under the UFC banner, you're gonna assume that the quality of the fight is good anyway.
Because you don't rate. If you get one person who's good, in
That's
that
what happened to
division,
Joaquin
'cause-
Buckley.
'cause what?
Same thing you just said. Joaquin Buckley
About-
had a stunning knockout, and look what's happened to him. Nothing.
Yeah, but that's because he's fighting elite guys, right? That's what we're saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you can't fight shit guys in the UFC, bro, because in the UFC standard.
Yeah,
goes
but
down.
imagine
people
Joaquin
like
Buckley
us
goes and does that
everyone
another
will
couple
notice
You
times.
say middleweight shit. That was gonna be my point.
Say that again.
You say middleweight is shit.
Because of the level of opposition, like
Yeah.
opponents and stuff,
That's
competition.
my point. That's why I'm bringing it up now. Yeah, the same thing I'm saying. Do you even have because you know what it is? I know it's hard because you watch bantamweight and certain weights be so great, and then you're like, but like I know you're not gonna move like a bantamweight. You're not gonna. So it's not, do you understand? But my point is like to the level of like I'm talking about mixed martial arts. I'm not saying middleweights shit.
Just the abilities of the fighters.
Yeah, as in complete
What you're saying.
grab, like complete mixed martial artists. That's it. I'm not saying some of these man in jiu-jitsu wizards like Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu in MMA.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
And then Izzy, I'm not being funny. You're just a stand-up guy that you are.
with good
He's got a
defense.
bit of ground game, yeah.
With good defense.
Okay, if you want
Very good defense.
Defense. The stat say it, bro. The stat. I'll
Against
bring
who
up the stat.
wrestles him though? That's my point. That's my
Yeah.
point. That's my point. That's what, I don't want to get into it now. We'll be in there forever.
We
But
always
that's
get into that
yeah,
one.
but that's my point. So
There's enough
Alright.
people out there, though, is the point,
Yeah.
I think,
Alright,
at different weight classes.
Move.
all right, let's
move.
move on. Let's move on.
Ooh.
Oh, Justin Taffa
Taffa.
versus Parker Porter. Whoa, I wasn't even in the room. You lot talking about this one. I wasn't even there. I walked back
there weren't
in
much
and
to
man
say,
was
fam.
flatline.
Steamrolled, man.
Yeah,
He was
literally.
flatline screaming, ah!
Yeah.
What was my man's name? He won money last night.
Oh, Morgan.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Morgan, man.
Morgan, man. Yeah, he was in the live.
We was up last
Live
night
stream.
still. This is
Yeah.
one of the ones we got right still.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing to say, man. Parker Porter went in there, and Parker Porter went to bed, fam.
Parker Porter went there.
Yeah, bro.
Parker under what, 1 minute and 6 seconds?
Bro, early doors, fam.
I didn't have a chance to come back up. Literally.
It's
as soon
8
as I
o'clock
come in.
bedtime, fam.
Yeah.
8 o'clock bedtime still.
Mad.
Sent him to bed and done the shooty, fam. I
But
don't
that
even know
always
if he did do a
happens to
shooty, but
Parker
yeah, to be
And,
fair.
and Taffa's not even that.
Well, he's held L's, innit?
That's
But
what I'm saying.
Parker, the thing is, Parker Porter is kind of like, for a heavyweight, he's quite bouncy.
Yeah.
Like, and he don't, like we were saying, that he don't look like he should be, but man's literally, the bro, he can move good on the feet. And yeah, but he just hasn't got the power.
Do you know what made me laugh though? When you was watching this, I was actually watching it on
watching us.
Yeah. And Nora made me laugh. And he's like, how did these men come in looking like this nowadays?
Oh,
Back in the days, them heavyweights used to come in proper, like built bodies like God.
Ready.
Steroids.
Yeah.
Ready.
No. Yeah. He's like, no. It's true though.
Yeah, bro. That's why.
100%. Professional athletes.
Oh, we have a draw here with Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Manifield.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a good fight.
it was a good fight.
So,
It was actually a good fight. It was like a 55-year-old man fight. You know what I mean? It's not a young sprucey man fight because these men have gas tank issues again, and you know what I'm trying to say. They both got like Manifield's got power.
Bro, that first round when he got Jimmy Crute, oh my goodness, Jimmy Crute had like
Pun-
20 seconds and I don't know how he survived.
Woo,
At the very end of the
Manifield's
first.
got power, but Manifield has no stamina.
Yeah.
He has no stamina. That's his problem.
and the wrestling defense is a
And
bit
it's-
poor
oh
still.
my God.
That was a bit poor. Fam. It's just strength, like I was saying yesterday. It just looks like it was strength. Technique weren't really there too tough.
Really? Don't be nice. Just you being nice. Ain't there. Be like that ain't there. There ain't no technique. And Jimmy Crute, he's a tough son of a gun, bro. He took lick. He took beating after beating after beating. And he was just hanging in there. And then he found a little second wind at times and then got back on top and would flip it. And then that's what made it go 3 rounds. But the grab of the cage is
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
called.
yeah, yeah.
That was a good decision by the referee
Yeah,
as well
yeah, it
because
was.
it clearly stopped the takedown,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and to put them back in position, I like that.
Yeah,
The way you
yeah,
was
yeah,
as
yeah.
well, I like that. I don't put them back in the mid. That give him back the position that he was in.
Yeah.
I like that. So yeah, it was good refereeing from Mark Goddard. Shouts out.
He refereed a lot of fights last night, man.
Yeah, it seemed like
busy.
that.
Like
Oh,
4 of the
yeah,
main
yeah,
cards
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
He was
Like,
busy. He was busy. Like, they paid him still.
yeah, it's
Paid him
wild still.
Yeah.
I don't know if that should be allowed still. Just because, like,
No, as long as you don't fight.
can get caught up in the moment a bit.
I think they allow the rule as long as you don't ref.
One
Back to back.
the other, yeah.
Okay.
You can ref.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean, if anyone can do it, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? He's the best of the best, but no, fair.
yeah. So So shouts out to both fighters on this. Like
They could easily run this fight back as well, to be fair, because it was a good fight to
Could,
watch.
but it doesn't have no meaning.
There's
innit?
not- yeah, but
Like,
that's
when
like-
there's no meaning.
But
then
neither of
it's-
them have meaning anyway,
That's what I was
so
about to
that's
say,
why
UFC.
they could run that back.
Meaning. There's a lot of fights that
Yeah.
have meaning that they're just in the UFC to fill the card up.
Yeah.
To fill card. Think about it. There's half of the UFC have no meaning.
That could
That is
headline
the
the
truth.
prelims for a card.
That's
Still.
the truth. It's the only reason I say half because you always have to have half of fillers, bro, just to fill cards.
Yeah.
And I'm always gonna say 25% have meaning, and the other 25 are kids coming through that have potential to make it.
Storyline.
That's it. That's how.
That's the mod. That's the model, bro.
Yeah, 50% is
Big facts.
fillers,
Yeah,
25% is the high echelon, and 25% of it for me is kids that are coming through that can have potential and
Yeah.
have stories to
Hey, I
That's
respect it.
that's the way I look at the UFC, and that's the truth. Because boxing's worse. Oh, you wanna
that's
talk about
bad.
fillers.
Yeah, you know what blows my mind about boxing, bro? Like,
Fillers.
no, if we're gonna, I'm gonna go off a
Yeah,
tangent.
no, but
yeah.
don't really just
Tangent.
What I was gonna say,
Say
yeah,
it, we're
it's like,
fighting
'cause
combats.
it's like the amount of high level guys you have in the game, yeah, is very thin, bro. And then it's just like everyone else is there, and you just don't even know about them. It's like it blows my mind that so many people, like, or not even so little people,
Yeah.
are like high level in the sport, like.
But it's the pyramid though, isn't it? It's the pyramid. So you got to think there's so many people at that bottom level, and it just the higher the level, the less people there's gonna be. So at the pinnacle, at the very very pinnacle, there's gonna only be a small amount of people.
Stop. This is going back. I love that you brought up that point because this is going back to my point where there's becoming so much more stars and names because in the UFC, yeah, than there is in boxing. Because for that fact that I can tell you now, if you can name way more UFC known fighters than known boxers right now. Like not just us, just in general. Like, we're combat sports. So we cover all of it. We know boxers, bro. Like I go for, but we can cover way more known UFCs that we could say, he has clout, or he had, he's had more of a story, or run, or been in the news for something, or whatever, than boxers at the moment.
I'd say it's where they're marketed.
That's what.
Yeah.
Bring up my point again. The way
But
they
it's-
not marketed.
But it's easier though because it's one
in the
house.
house.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
they're bringing
yeah,
up my
exactly.
point that I brought up. Like, thank you. And this is where everyone was like arguing
But
it.
if
It's
you-
not even
if
an
you
arguable
ask-
thing.
But if you ask a
It's
casual
great
fan on the
part,
side of the road to name a Bellator star, they're gonna struggle, or a PFL star,
Forget
or
that. I'm not
a
talking
one
about
championship
that.
star.
Yeah, but forget that. 'Cause that's
No, but that's the thing.
disorganisation.
That's the thing with boxing. It's just so split.
No, yeah, but I'm not.
So you might know the Showtime man, but you don't know the others.
Yeah,
You
but-
understand?
No, but but this is my problem. It's because of promotion.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I've said
Yeah.
that. Alright, go and ask any businessman, would you that is already a millionaire, yeah? Would you rather keep your stuff how it is and build and trust your way
Alright.
of, and you're already a billionaire than going out and making another trying to go in partnership with somebody and trying to make it work.
But-
I bet you have more problems going in partnership because you're gonna have disagreements,
but bro-
then you can't make it work.
Yeah.
But you're gonna
Bragz,
have more problems, bro, more disagreements.
This is the problem though, because boxing is so far along in its journey compared to MMA, which is a
That's
recently.
facts.
So because of that, they've like the people that run boxing have realized that this is how to make money, and they've used that system and they've split apart. So like, if you can listen, if you could be the best boxer and come and fight Rimz over here, yeah, I'm your promoter. You man can fight each other, but you're gonna get 50% of the pot each. Or you can go and fight with my man, you're gonna get 100% of the pot, and you're gonna be fighting bums. What are you gonna do?
I'm not even taking away, but we know what you're doing. You're not wrong about the business and the money, but you know what you're doing. You're killing the stars.
Yeah, but
You're
they're making the
boxers
bread.
fight once a year. They fight once a year, really. Twice if you're very lucky, and then you got to know the opponent's good, the other opponent to be interested. So they really fight once a year against a good opponent with your eyes open. Then you're like, it's dead.
Plus, I think it's changing a little bit, but your wins and losses as well. Like when you're undefeated and then you take a loss or something
in boxing.
Yeah, it damages you way more.
Oh,
I think
bro.
it's changing a little bit.
That's
I think they're a
like-
bit more susceptible.
You know why?
If your
You know
name's
why?
a bit up
Why?
there.
Why is that? Why though? Makes back to my point. Why is that?
No, tell me.
Why? You don't know. You don't know why that is. Do you know why?
What?
Because no one's there.
Dun, dun, dun. That's
yeah,
my
you ain't
point.
wrong.
Where the UFC are just growing these rapidly, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
little kid, this kid that can't even talk, bro. What's his name? Raul. Can't even talk. Like, bro, he's 18, bro,
Raul
and,
Rosas.
and he looks like he's been.
Yeah.
I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? And he's already kind of going as a star.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all my.
No,
point
but
is.
you know what? I think British,
all my point is.
just going on to the boxing thing, I think British boxing is getting a bit more like that because last night, and I don't know if we'll get into this, but Vidal Riley beat up P's guy. And that was another guy that was at the boxing competition that Ellis won. And that was like work. Like he won on a doctor stoppage, which you know maybe it wasn't a doctor stoppage or whatever. But straight after that, Johnny Nelson was saying that if Vidal, they're talking about Vidal Riley title shots before he even thinks about title shot, he's got to deal with the domestic man. Them. He mentioned Ellis. He was like, them man could fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a fight. Or there's other men out there. And I think with British boxing, they are trying to push the domestic route before. So we will find out who is the best of the best in the country before they go world level.
And guys, I don't want anyone to say that I'm not thinking there's not great boxers out there. There's great boxers out there. It's just the way it functions for you to be seen. And sometimes, remember, with these type of sports, you get injured. So if you get injured now, and in a sport like boxing where it's hard to, you know what I'm trying to say?
Even going back to that, you think Vidal and Ellis, them and I've got different promoters. So how likely is that going to happen? Do you know what I mean?
See, they got to make
it becomes a problem.
See, that's what I just
and
said
that's
earlier.
and that's the problem you're saying. Yeah, of course.
So, but that's it. Anyway, bring up what's next?
Cool.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Prelims,
You wanna go over?
we watched the Tyson Pedro.
Yeah, we watched that one. That was a right fight.
That was a good
Bukauskas,
fight.
man.
Bukauskas
Yeah,
won.
shout out
From London.
Yeah.
Decision. I think he won like 2 rounds to 1. I think.
Yeah. He lost the first round and then he won the second and third.
I wasn't watching his fully qualified, but he
That was
got
the
the
sub.
sub, the red
Yeah.
naked on him, innit? Yeah, that was alright. I wasn't paying full
I was watching the prelims outside
Yeah.
the way. For anyone that
outside
don't know,
was
outside
going
was
off.
going off. Hey, listen.
There were a couple 10-8 rounds there still.
Bro, 10-8 round, 10-7, bro.
10-7.
What? Man got run over by a car. For when you got run over, bow, that's 10-7. That's 10-7, bro. The car won, bro. The metal
big facts.
collided you.
Man came back with a plastic bag, fam. I said, don't.
So mad.
It was crazy. Outside was absolutely mad. So
Yeah, that was wild
It was
still.
in and out. So we didn't really watch. I need to kind of go back and watch some of these pre.
Rodriguez, that was a good one. I saw that one. He
Oh yeah,
rushed
see
him,
that's
bro.
one. Yeah, that was the quick one.
yeah.
Just come in and just punched him up 59 seconds.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
No long thing. Referee just had to say no. That was vicious. Allow it.
Flyweight as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Power. And he said these small guys are hitting hard now, man. We said it the other week. Like I don't know what's happened still, but these small men can bang now still.
Shannon's
Pause.
boss was not ready for that.
But all right, cool.
Yeah.
Should we move on to news?
Do you want to
Yeah,
do some
yeah,
news?
yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
Alright, bring it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And on that note, this week's news starts off with Deontay Wilder challenges Francis Ngannou to boxing match and MMA fight. Hey, this is interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, this one interests me.
I put this in the. What did I put in the MMA? I put this in as a poll thing.
Yeah,
You put
yeah.
Anthony Joshua for some weird reason. I don't know why you put
I put AJ.
Oh, in the
I know why you put AJ because you
Yeah.
was the first one onto that. Because I was the first one.
no. You know why this interests me now? Because they said he's willing to do the MMA.
Yeah, the MMA.
That's
fight
what
is
made me
different.
go. Okay, yeah. That's interesting still.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, still
Hold on. No, hold on. The only reason I say wait. The only one second.
And the weight difference.
One
as
second.
well.
One second.
That's
One
like
second.
heavyweight against
One
light
second.
heavyweight.
1 second. As much as I agree with
And
you,
he can wrestle now.
listen.
Let me and him talk for
Listen.
Because I don't know what you're talking about, blood.
No, what?
Nah,
No,
that's
1 second.
crazy. Wait,
I'm
one
not
second.
saying that Francis ain't gonna smoke him. Of course, one leg kick, one takedown, it's over. But what I'm saying is that Deontay Wilder has crazy power with 10-ounce gloves on, with 4-ounce gloves on, bro. If he touches him, bro, with the wind, it could knock a man out. You get me? That's all I'm saying. I feel like if any man's gonna do it in MMA against anyone, it
Bro,
would be
he
Deontay Wilder. Of course, he's got the power
That would be like
and the reach.
it's like Francis meeting his equal, but at the same time,
He's
He
got
needs
more
to
power
wrestle
than
him now,
Francis.
bro.
He's got more power than Francis.
he just needs to wrestle, bro.
Yeah, no, of course, but
He just needs to clinch up once.
Done.
Done.
I do agree. I agree with that.
So
But
wild. He's not gonna. Francis, trust me. Francis is not gonna. He fought Garn and them man that are very long and so. He'll be alright. He'll be fine. He will swing wild. He'll get inside and just
The boxing thing, though.
drag him down. But the boxing thing.
I want to see how his power translates to 10-ounce gloves.
Same.
That's what I
same.
want to see still.
Same, man.
Boxing's a different style, but you know, let me give you this. They probably have the most similar boxing styles in the wildness. I think Francis don't have that type of upright. He don't fight even in the.
It's the way they don't throw the same style of punches.
Yeah, but you know how like even Oliveira, like certain man have that high guard. Yeah, it's like even that Muay Thai guard or that boxing guard where it's just high cover face,
Yeah.
chin covered. Even if it's Philly, they don't fight like that. Like they fight. You get me? But when they swing, because remember when you fight like that and you go to punch, it's off of a jab. So you remember normally when you're a boxer, they tell you to set up off of a jab.
Yeah.
So you have that guard to set up. They don't really fight like that. AJ kind of tries to fight like that. Like that. He does. He does try to fight like that. He knows
The
what
amateur
work
style.
out.
That
Yeah,
hands up.
and then come off of the back. But these men don't fight. These men swing from the floor and come
Stay
up.
loaded.
Yeah, both of
stay
them.
loaded.
Even in boxing. That's They
So
are
it's always
not.
coming
Yeah.
still.
None
Off
of
the
these
back.
men have that style. So
loaded, bro.
if anything can happen, I think, because even him. That's why Fury punched him up. Because Fury had the cleaner boxing throughout the fight. He landed it towards
Bigger
the
guy
end,
as well.
but
Lent on him.
Fury punched him up. And then what happened in the rematch? Fury punched him up.
The Deontay Wilder height and reach advantage would look crazy, I think, in this fight, though. He's still got like 4 inches on him. I would love to see the reach advantage. I think he's got probably longer arms than Francis, which I don't know if Francis has dealt with anyone like that in MMA. Who's he fought that's really that big?
Like long.
Maybe Curtis Blades in the length, maybe. But not with a height. Different
Incoming,
problems, but big boy fight that one there still.
Incoming.
What you saying, sir?
Alert. Incoming. Here he comes. This
If-
is
if
I
they do
think
this,
Lankz
though-
could actually fight Deontay Wilder.
Punch him.
Punch him. In MMA, but you punch him up.
You can win the boxing.
So he can win the boxing.
You're the same, probably the same size as him. 6 like that.
We got Deontay winning the boxing and Francis winning the MMA, yeah?
Francis is a better boxer than Wilder. No, like,
I said,
Hey,
I kind of
this is why man never in the TikTok.
Man just
Oh,
walked.
to you,
Man just
bro.
walked in with the craziest take. That's how man entered the room, you know. That's how a man entered the room.
But he's a wild, you know. I just said it though. He's wild. He's no technique. There's no technique. I just said
To
it.
who? To Wilder. No, the last Fury fight, he was alright for the first round, bro.
alright.
And then what? Then what happened?
Yeah, because man revert
I
back
can
to
look alright
man revert
for
back
one
to what you
round.
know,
That's
innit?
not good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
I can look
That's
alright
not
for one
you.
round.
Thank you, bro. Rimz, that was
Gotta
the
do
worst
it more
take
than-
you've ever said.
That is
Don't say
wild.
that ever again. That is
That's
the worst
good.
take you've ever said.
No, you're taking-
Don't say that again. Brother, you what you just said. Anyone
Outside
could
of
do
my
anything
throat,
for
blood.
one
You men are
round.
killing me, man.
What?
can't-
Consistency is key, bro.
I can't believe you walked in with that take.
But that was worse. He just said that one. That was worse. He just said one round. Brother.
Hey, I love this place.
Bruv, I could squeeze my foot into size 10 trainers for like an hour after coming off, brother. Them they're not budding up my
You know
foot
your
like
toes
that.
are clenched up
yeah,
like this,
they're
blood.
not budding up my foot like that. Yeah, 1 hour after. You get me? Yeah, bro.
Oh,
I need
bro.
my size, bro.
Man
Go
couldn't
back to what
afford
I
new
know.
books, fam.
Yeah.
Man knows that one there still.
Remove,
You're gonna have to force it in, fam.
Next.
On that note, let's go. Israel Adesanya supports Francis Ngannou. He's not being a diva.
That's a man that would know a diva when he spots one, fam, you know?
Because he's on himself.
Yeah, bro.
What do you not think on this? Because
I rate
you said
it, but
this
don't
is-
rate it.
Go-
No,
let
no,
me
I
hear your
do-
point
I
first.
rate it.
Right.
I rate it because obviously man's all behind what Francis is. You get me trying to get for the fighters and that. I'm all for it. Why I don't rate it coming from you is obviously you know man rate your thing, but at the same time when because I believe the disputes were roughly around the same time when your contract was up, so you had the option to
Do the same thing.
team up with Francis, but you took the back. So at the end of the day, everybody's for themselves in this game, bro. So you get me? So
No, yeah.
you get me?
No, but you're talking like the UFC kind of done him dirty. He's talking, but you still work for the same company that you're sitting there for advertising behind you. But you're kind of that's what he's really doing. I get what Rimz is saying because he took the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his pattern might have been different to Francis's,
I
you
don't
get me?
hear that. I don't hear that.
No, but you do what's best for you at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like, it's a
Yeah,
sort
Yeah, so
of-
I can't,
at
you
the end of
can't
the
diss
day,
man for that.
It's you in the cage.
can.
At the end of the day, it's you paying your bills. So if the
These
money's
man- these
right,
man-
you're gonna take it.
Yeah,
bro.
but these man ain't like day ones. These man bucked up like 3-4 years
It's
ago,
not about
fam.
being day one. It's
No,
not about
but-
being day
No,
one.
but it's
But,
different. You
last
back your
year-
bro,
last
but like,
year, they're both were obviously Francis had the little pitter patter with Dana, I think,
Yeah.
and then Izzy's contract was up, so
Yeah.
they could have easily tried to collude and try. You get me? That's 2 divisions.
Why?
Just
yeah,
need one
but
more.
that's also, but my thing
And
is,
then
what
you're
does
fucking up
Izzy?
everything.
What does Izzy owe
So
Francis?
we all work
but-
for the same company.
no, but I'm not saying.
we
I'm
all,
not saying
we
that.
all work for the same company.
Mm.
You and the boss are having a disagreement,
Yeah.
and I'm happy with my wage.
That's what I said.
I
though.
must be
That's what he
upset.
said.
And that's your blood.
That's what he said.
And that's your
I
blood.
must be upset.
And that's
what he
the-
said.
That's what I just said.
He agreed. He just agreed. He said that's what he just said.
But that's why I don't rate him for.
Yeah,
I rate him, but
you
don't rate him
How
for
can you
saying
not
it.
rate him?
No, because what? No, that's
can have your opinion.
contradicted.
No, he's
Look at
not.
what he said.
Yeah.
He's
That's
not
what he
being a
is.
diva because he
He
thinks he's worth more.
Yeah,
If he's worth more, he's worth more. Don't mean I'm gonna fucking
yeah.
say.
Doesn't mean I'm worth more.
Oh, I
But
know
what
my
about
bad.
money though?
Yeah, thank you.
It's about-
Thank you. That's what I
it
just
was
was
about-
to say.
it was about
but it is. It is.
It
'Cause
was.
if they-
It was.
But also, wait, one
It's
second.
not about money.
One second. One
What?
second. Hey, 1 second.
If Dana turned around and said to him, "I'm gonna pay you $500 million every fight," what? He's saying no, even if you don't get the other stuff. Shut up.
No,
It's
but
about money.
is that
The money
facts?
is right,
But also, one
always
second.
take
Let
it.
me
He said
make my
always
point
take
here.
Francis is gasser there.
No, but
I
hear
don't
this,
want to
but
bullshit, 'cause
also,
Francis is about legacy.
nah, man. Yeah, but Israel Adesanya, they've given him what he wanted. They made the hip fight at 205. You understand? When he wanted to move up, they just gave him the title fight, blood. They gave him the Pereira. The only reason Pereira's even here is to help my man make money, fam. They made that a bigger fight. So they've done right by Izzy. So what does Izzy owe them, bro?
That's fine, and they were doing right by Francis. He's in a different.
No, but they
division
weren't doing right by
Yeah, but
Francis
he-
because they weren't giving Francis what he
hold on,
wants.
hold on, that's-
Don't
that's
get me started
No,
again,
no,
blood.
No, what are you talking about? See, resume. Has Francis had a deep resume? No.
Because
Has no. Shut up.
Who at heavyweight has though?
That's what
my
I'm saying.
point. That's my
No,
point.
but that's not your point. Your point is
no,
about Francis.
Francis has beat Stipe.
Bro.
Yeah.
And to be honest, no, actually no. He's just me.
Still gone.
Still,
Still gone.
His thing's kind of cold still.
Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, when I think about it, it's kind of cold.
Curtis
still.
Blades twice.
Curtis Blades,
Come on.
Jarzinho, Stipe.
He beat everybody that he can.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody he can.
Yeah.
He's beaten everybody that he
It's
can.
actually very good.
The only one's John Jones that he hasn't really been.
Derek
able to-
Lewis.
I'll never add
Gone.
Jones. I'll never add Jones.
Derek Lewis.
That's not fair. All right, I'll give you that. All right, take that back. Right. In that
It's
sense,
actually a kind of stat resume, to
Right
be
then,
fair.
right
You
then,
know?
right then, right then.
That's a
Man's
stats
in the
resume
debate
still.
for heavyweight.
Actually,
You see what I'm saying? He's
I-
slowly underneath.
It's because I've probably seen Izzy fight longer in that sense. Why in that sense, why I'm saying that. But I'm saying it in the sense of like he wanted to come out of the UFC completely, which they do not do, obviously. And everyone's gonna match it to Conor, but bro, again, Conor was a different entity. Francis, and you can't. I hear what you're gonna say. You can't, but Francis don't talk like Conor. Francis, well, it's not TV like Conor. I know you're gonna say it don't matter. It does matter, bro, because that's what they look off of pay-per-view when you're going to build a fight. Floyd did not sell that fight. Conor sold that fight. Floyd sat there for once and he's like, he even said it after.
But Floyd didn't need to sell neither, though.
No, that's my point.
Floyd was the eyes, by the way.
Hold on, but you didn't get my point then. That's why he was the chosen one. Francis can't just speak like this and not that. I'm not saying people don't want to see his power.
I don't know. You know what
but
it is? Yeah.
it's a different energy with what Conor was doing. If you're going to regulate it to that, because Conor's the only one, listen, in the history of the UFC to have that broken entity. No one else, not even if there's a Polaris or grappling, whatever, and you're allowed to go do that, bro. But you get what I'm trying to say.
But if you go back to the pyramid, fam, there's only one. There's at the top. There's only one, fam, and that's Conor. Underneath that, you've got next level, and then underneath that, that's the level that Francis is in terms of superstardom, fam. Man's like 2 layers away from Conor. You get me? And bro, why can't Francis have a? What else is there for him to do? It's not like he can move up in weight to be a double champ. Do you know what I'm saying? So let him do the 2 sport thing. That's really all that's out there for him, and he's beaten everybody, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Why does he really want to fight like who's in the up and coming? Tom Aspinall. What does Francis really want to fight a Tom Aspinall when Tyson Fury's there and he can fight Tyson Fury? No disrespect to Tom Aspinall, but let's be real. What one's gonna bring in the bread, fam?
100%, of course.
Like,
I'm not disagreeing on money, bro. I'm just disagreeing on the rules set out for, in a sense of like, in the UFC, you know the rules and the regulations.
Yeah.
When you acquire to this, what I don't like when people are saying, "Oh, he come from this hard background of whatever." That's got nothing to do with the business of the UFC because he comes from.
But that's how they've marketed him, though.
Yeah, bruv, they would market him like that, bro. Of course, they would market him like that. But I'm saying to you, that's no business to say because we still give you millions of pounds. So it's still no point of them to say we're gonna totally, because literally once they still break that bond again for another fighter, they can look. Connor's the only one that can break the bond that everyone will put up their hands for. But once he breaks that bond, everyone's coming through the gate.
Because you've
Everyone's
learned
coming
the
through that
standard,
gate.
innit?
So
So
that's
like
again,
everyone
that
who
standard's
thinks
gonna look once.
everyone who thinks
And
they're on Francis
Thank you.
level, they're gonna
Now
say
it's just
the
gonna the flood,
same.
and then Dana's got a hell of a problem, bro. And then the UFC standard drops, and I believe that it will drop because half of them will be boxers, half of them will be UFC. What he's built as for MMA will drop in the UFC's world. Maybe not for other things, but in the UFC world.
But I also feel like when you look at Michael, who am I thinking of here? Michael Johnson. Man's thinking of Michael Johnson. No, ignore the point, fam. Just move on, fam. Man's already chefed up the point, fam.
Cool.
All right,
Just move
all right. On that note,
so
Jorge
this-
Masvidal's Gamebred Boxing 4 event on April the 1st, headlined by Anthony Pettis versus Roy Jones
man.
Jr. Also features Jose Aldo, Vitor Belfort.
That's boxing, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
all
boxing.
the old UFC
So if they got
veterans
their matches. They got Pettis,
versus Roy Jones.
Vitor Belfort versus Jacare.
Souza,
Yeah, you got Aldo versus Jeremy Stevens.
Pearl Gonzalez
Yeah, it's
versus
boxing.
Gina Manza.
Paul Daly
Paul
versus
Daly's
Anthony
back.
Taylor.
Paul Daly. Oh,
Anthony Taylor's the man
I
that
ain't seen
punched
him in
up
a while.
thing in it.
So,
Dylan
yeah.
Dennis.
Okay. So it's just old people that we know about. It's just literally everybody that's old.
Bro,
Everybody
Roy Jones Jr. versus Anthony Pettis, fam. That's a scary prospect. Cause my man is old, you know. Roy Jones is old, bro. He should not be boxing. How old is Anthony Pettis? He's still like 33 or 34 or something.
No. He must be like 36.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but Masvidal's done flipping well to get all.
Yeah, that's big names, you know.
Yeah,
The names.
Bro, all this money's gonna go to Kobe though.
That's what I said.
All that money's going to Kobe still.
Yeah, bro, you better
Been watching that Pearl Gonzalez fight.
Is it like that? Is it like that?
Man's gonna be locked in, fam.
But yeah, bro. Shouts out to Gamebred.
And on that topic,
moving on.
He won last night.
Jose Aldo targeting Floyd Mayweather Jr. boxing match in 2023. It might be an exhibition on his side, but not for me.
He won his fight last night, innit?
Yeah,
And that was on the back of that.
That's why he's talking.
I can't lie to you. Has he got an opponent for the 25th, Floyd?
yeah,
He has now, innit? The Bellator, what's his name?
In London.
Yeah.
Donny from Geordie
Aaron
Shaw.
Chandler.
Yeah.
Chalmers.
He's just messing about. He's just fucking around.
Geordie Shaw guy.
He's actually getting. He laughs when he's in there.
Bro,
Go watch them. If you watch any, he's laughing like, bow, bangs them once, and then just,
yeah, nah, he's a bad man still.
he's
He's a bad man.
He's a bad man. Yeah. Paul
No,
George.
bro, but it won't be Jose
He
Aldo.
can move. He can move.
Bro, he will punch up Jose Aldo, bro.
Oh yeah. He's not as sharp, but he's sharp still.
Yeah, you're not just banging him up like that. He can move. Listen. He's got boxing defenses. 99.9.
You have to rate it still.
That Philly shield weight and rolling.
And Jose Aldo shouldn't be talking like that either, but it's not for me, fam. Because if Floyd Mayweather starts talking to you how Conor did, fam, you're not gonna like it, bro. Because remember, he was nervous the last time, fam. Bro, he get really nervous against Floyd, fam. Floyd will piece him up still. I think Floyd kills him in a boxing match.
Floyd stutters sometimes, so he might get away with it.
Yeah, maybe. He can't read the books.
Yeah, it's like saying when 50 Cent got into it with the book thing.
That was funny still.
All right, cool. Moving on. Kevin Lee, one-time interim UFC lightweight title challenger, re-signs with promotion. Now, why is this? Because of your 165 analogy? You
No.
think that?
Well, a few things.
Go ahead.
He's Muslim now, and he's signed with Abdi Abdelaziz.
Yeah.
Mad.
So fighting for Eagle FC done this to him. Converted him.
Basically.
It converted him. What?
You know what I'm saying?
If you can't beat him, join him, bro.
Big facts.
Big
That's what
facts.
I'm saying. From yesterday.
Man was on.
That's his religion.
Man,
you.
you can't cuss a man's really. You come out with a plastic bag, fam.
Man, yeah, with something in it. With
Not
something in
A
it.
couple Haribos.
He had letters in there.
Probably did, bro.
So what you saying?
That's
He had a letter
mad.
for Dana White, though.
Ali Dalla
Caesar.
bro. Little fridge head, fam. He is so annoying, fam. How
Hot
does
point.
he sign everyone?
Bro,
Like,
have you not
everybody.
watched?
Everyone.
There's this YouTube video you need to watch. It's good.
Like,
still.
I'd be scared to sign with him. Because I don't know what his real intentions are. Because he's got guys that are in my weight class. The weight class I might want to move up to, he's got all the guys in there. Like, where do I actually know where I'm safe with you, fam?
Literally, no one speaks to Ariel no more because of him.
Oh no, all these fighters don't, except for
I
Taylor
know.
Harrison.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of wild, isn't it?
yeah.
That's so mad, bro.
That is. What does he have?
That's
over you?
control.
What does he have over you?
Mad control.
What does he have over
Yeah,
Usman? Why does Usman need him? Do you know what I mean, though? Like, why can't I, as Usman, go on Ariel?
And Gaethje.
Pussy yours, man.
It's mad, you know. It's mad.
He just got mad. He just got mad.
But if you make bread together, you know what I'm saying?
He's a good businessman. He's
Yeah,
doing
it's-
something right.
Yeah, obviously.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you fuck up your pattern? You know what I'm saying?
Because
And go against what he says?
Dana
Exactly.
respects him.
Mm.
They got something going on.
You must have something over
Oh,
Dana.
They
you know?
do.
They got
Alright,
something going on.
this is what I was gonna say. You need to watch MMA the latest video he dropped. Basically, he goes into detail how the UFC have like all these promoter / managers, basically sending them the fighters from different regions of the world straight into their promotions. So basically, they're getting all the good fighters, and then how they're kind of making smaller shows like struggle, and it's like it's in depth. Watch it, still, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, watch that.
MMA.
Yeah, MMA.
Yeah,
Still.
put that in the chat
Yeah.
still.
Shout out.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
reckon you must have like the aftermath of what happened when Dana White slapped his wife or something on video.
No,
Fam.
because
You know what I'm
said
saying? He's got something against him.
That's
fam.
why, again, going back to my point, sorry to bring it back and go back up, but that's why I'm saying the UFC are being the best at the moment at promoting what they are doing, and
The
they're
models.
growing fighters out of the fucking like
It's
I
the
said,
WWE
bro,
model. Though.
I'm telling you now, certain fighters as kids or whatever can have 1 or 2 good fights, and if they put the fighter away properly, they're a star. They're just a star. Like they make Paddy out of nowhere, and it's just like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's just the fact of the way they just do it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, they're doing something.
Cool. We move.
And on that note, Dan Hooker out of UFC 285 with broken hand opponent South for Jalen Turner. So what's going on here?
So I think they're trying to find a replacement, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame for
Sort
Jalen
of,
Turner still, because that would have been a
Do you think
nice name for him on the resume.
Opponent, do you think they're gonna sort this?
Yeah, they have to, man. Jalen Turner needs to have a fight. Like they're gonna try and get him out 3 times this year, so it would be good if they can get him out on that card. That was the John Jones card, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, it's a huge card to be on as well. 3 title fights.
Yeah.
Who does he get replaced by? That's a word
Late replacements scare me though, man,
What's
because you just never you just never know.
I
But
don't know what lightweight they could just bring up for that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
all right then? Cool. On that note,
is Dan Hooker top 15? No, he can't be.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, so it could be anyone. Okay,
Nah,
cool.
Nathaniel Wood shares photos of sliced knee out of Leroy Murphy bout at UFC.
Yeah, man.
It's a shame still.
286.
Yeah, man. Rest
Oh,
up.
guy,
Get
man,
better.
rest up, man.
But yeah,
Oh, man,
peak, bro.
with his dog. I love
That's
that dog. I
That's
see it
probably
following.
you done it though.
Yeah, me.
It's huge, fam.
That dog's well trained as well. It's mad.
he loves his
does
dogs,
proper
man.
training
Yeah.
with it. It's
Yeah, he loves his
mad.
dogs, man.
Yeah, it's a serious stuff.
But
But
yeah,
shouts out
man.
to Nathaniel Wood. I
For
really know
real.
what this is. But you know what? It might be, in a weird way, a blessing in disguise, in a sense. Not that he's injured. Never that. Never that. I don't want you to ever think it's that. Just that they shouldn't have fought. I heard.
Just yet.
Oh,
I heard too much people saying, "Why are they fighting? Why are they
Yeah,
fighting?
that was my-
Why are
I
they
didn't-
fighting?"
I don't
heard
like-
too much people say it though. Not even just
like
you.
UK fighters fighting.
Yeah, they
Unless
like,
it's
they're destroying.
absolutely necessary. But at the same time, shout out, they might put my boy Emra Summers. He might get the replacement for it. Obviously, we'll see. He's in Cage Warriors now, but he might get a replacement.
That's the
If
easy
he does,
call-up.
that'd be
That's the-
sick.
That's the
Still.
easy. That's the easy call up.
Yeah,
Shout
for
out,
real.
Caleb Robinson
Shout
straight
out
through.
Emra.
That's the
That's the
system.
route. That's the route.
That's the first guy to teach me MMA. Still,
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
So,
well, hopefully he gets it,
hopefully he
man.
gets that, man.
That's
Yeah.
man. Shouts out to him. All right, man. Moving on from that note. Anthony Smith versus Johnny Walker headlines UFC event on May the 13th.
One I won't be watching.
What, you're not interested?
That's around Rimz's birthday. You can watch that by yourself. They couldn't put that out for my birthday. No
They
chance.
could never put that out.
No chance.
Hey, you say you don't rate your birthday like that because they put this out for you on your birthday.
That is smelly.
That's smelly. That's
That's
what
way
I'm
too much to watch that.
saying. But you know what? Hold on. Do you think Johnny Walker
What about him?
just shot back up because of what happened? Even though, do you think he deserves to shoot straight back up to Anthony?
But again, he's got a bit of a name about him.
That's what I'm saying. But
Mad high in the rankings.
yeah, but Johnny Walker was in double digits.
He just beat
Yeah.
Paul Craig, though.
But remember, Johnny Walker's got that little bit of story about him, so he sells, isn't it? And this is imagine if he comes through Anthony Smith, bro. You're looking at title fights.
Oh, you throw that word. I heard you.
No,
throw
but
it earlier.
he is though. He is. Is he not? Yo, Anthony Smith was the backup.
Yeah, but it don't mean
Nah,
because
both-
Who? Alright. Who? Let me ask you this, yeah.
Don't worry,
Who is the title fight right now for Jamal Hill?
There's still Anchor Life. There's still
Yeah, but Ankalaev didn't get through Yarn,
Yeah, but there's
so
still that.
them
There's
men are
still
caught up
them two.
together. Them men are all the way caught up. So
Yeah,
who else
but
is there?
They still can just throw one of them in if they want
Yeah,
to.
they
That's
could.
how the UFC would just
Yeah,
work
but the
them
UFC,
through.
if they can do that,
Ankaliv's still
but will
got a
they?
good enough resume. Jan's still respectable to still fight him because you got to defend against them, man. You know how it works. You still got
Pereira coming up
Yeah.
even better than this.
That's what I'm. Yeah, bro. And it's I don't know. You just Anthony Smith again. It's the division that's not deep. It's not deep. It's not heavy. I think they struggle in this division a little bit, but yeah. Let's just see how they look in it. Let's just go off that. Let's see how, because we haven't seen Anthony Smith fight in a while as well. So let's just not that majorly excited, but let's just see.
No, I think it's a good fight, bro. It's if we're talking about good filler fights, that's a good filler fight.
Well, it's a headline, so it's a 5-round fight.
Yeah.
I don't know
That
why
ain't
Johnny
no
Walker is no.
No, it's
5-round
filler,
fight.
man.
That's just
It
mad.
can't be. It's
This
a
should have been on a
headliner,
free, but
Yeah, but not
It
for
should've
like
been-
a
it should've been
proper.
like-
It's a
it's-
fight night, innit?
He's right though. This should be no headline. That's nonsense.
No, but it's
for
a fight
headline.
night.
It should be. It don't matter. It should be a free.
Bro, have you
round
seen some of the fight nights?
Johnny Walker can't even barely get out of the first or second
Yeah,
round.
we got
barely.
one coming up this week.
Bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying, fam.
Alright,
Some of these fight
look.
nights ain't that great.
So
Jessica Andrade now faces Eric Blanchfield in new UFC Vegas 6'9" main
She said she's
event.
paying.
It's
I'm
mad.
never gonna forget
I told him you're mad for that. Hey,
That's coming
Jack
from
Frost
me as well,
Greeny said Jessica Andrade is good looking. That she's pretty.
I said she could be.
No, she could be. Look at him. I said she could. You are what you are, bro. And you are what you are. Imagine the girl walked up to me and goes, "You could be pretty." That is a disrespect, bro. What do you mean?
potential?
What? Wait, are you mad, fam?
Gally don't say that
What
on
did-
to me
no,
still.
don't do that. Don't, you
Gally
could
calling
be-
me from
no,
downstairs,
bro,
fam.
Don't you ever, bro. I'm motherfucking pretty. yeah,
You're pretty, yeah.
Yeah, motherfucking handsome, whatever you want to say. Or if the girl says it, if a guy says it to a girl, either or, bro. She has the right to say that shit, bro. Fuck
That's
that.
a good fight, though, this fight.
You think?
Yeah,
I
man.
think Blanchard gonna get slept.
But Blanchfield got, she showed some decent wrestling.
She got good
She
wrestling.
got good wrestling.
But
It's a good fight to
I
make,
don't
bro.
rate the hands, bro.
Yeah, and Josh, both of them look good in their last performances, to be fair.
Andrade
Crack.
ain't coming to wrestle her, bro.
No, yeah.
That's what she did to the crackhead, fam.
But
Lauren
Blanchfield's
Murphy.
coming to wrestle her, though.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. So it's two different
Yeah,
styles.
it's two
innit?
styles and it will merge well.
This woman's fought at 135 and held people down, fam.
Pound for
Bro,
pound.
she's like Volks, bro.
Yeah.
She's like strength wise.
Oh,
like,
look, can't you-
Yeah.
She's the Volks,
Come
bro.
on, bro. You don't need to tell me that. Look at her. She's
Yeah,
she's got bigger arms than all of us put together, bro. She's mad.
We're moving on.
On that note, Michael Venom Page versus Gotti Yamachini. What is his name? What's his name?
Yamasachi.
Yamasachi. You're closer than me. Added to Bellator 292. So Michael Venom Page is back.
I love Venom Page, innit?
Here we go.
I love him. But does anyone care anymore? Like, you lost to Mike Perry. Does anyone care? No, I'm being deadly serious. Like, and that's just me saying it. I actually like the guy. I wanted to back him so much.
If he's on, like, you get me, I'll watch him. You get me. What?
But
I'm
if
not
there's-
gonna
if
lie. I was
there's nothing
surprised
else on-
by that Perry one.
Are you
though,
saying if there's
still.
nothing else on?
No, like, I'll watch it.
This
I'll
or
watch
Anthony
him fight.
Smith.
I find
This
him.
or Anthony
I
Smith.
find him
Style.
entertaining.
His
Like,
This
style.
or Anthony Smith and Walker. If it was on the same night. What were you watching first?
Exactly
What
at the
one you
same
coming
time.
back to?
No, yeah, which those are which that's a good point.
oh, which one would I watch live?
Look, he's struggling.
That's
No. I'll watch the Anthony Smith one still. I'll watch the Anthony Smith one.
He's got him.
I'll watch the Anthony
got
Smith
you
one
still.
That
still.
means this fight's
got
bad.
you.
Look
He's
what we
got
just
you.
said about Anthony
No,
Smith versus
I'm
Woodley.
talking.
And he said he'll still pick
He
it
got
over
you
me.
still. Hey, Lankz, you won that one. Still. He got you still. That was good, man. He made you pop a thing. You were like, huh?
Because he ain't got a chance of winning the
Yeah.
belt. Like, MVP's not going to win
Who's
the
got the
belt.
belt? Oh yeah, Amosov, innit? Yeah.
Oh, Amazon.
He's fighting, I think.
What
soon.
a problem.
So he's kind of stuck.
Yeah. Well, shouts out to Michael Venom Page anyway. He's a good
shout
guy,
out to
man.
him.
Yeah, man.
Rod Tang set to defend Muay Thai title at first one championship card in the US. And I just want to say 8, even if it's not there for the sake of it. USA. In the USA. They're coming over to the USA for the first time, one championship. So let's see if they get a little bit more credibility and promotion from an eyes in that sense. This should be interesting. He's going to defend his belt. Even though he's going to fight Super League as well. So he's doing both. He's busy. He's a busy man.
Busy boy.
Busy boy.
All right, cool. I
shout
think
out
that
to
was
the
it, man.
wrap-up.
Yeah, that's it, man. Don't really see much else.
Yeah, that's the news wrapped up.
So we'll get into next week's fight preview. Then we'll be out of here.
Say it again, Rimz.
Told you, man. I like the man too much to be talking disrespect like this, man. And if I speak, fam, it's only gonna be disrespect, man. I had to just move the mic away, fam.
All right, so
Next week's card, not a great one. Back to a basic one.
I thought that was the
we-
main event. I was getting scared. I was about to walk out.
One of the big things. No, but the main event ain't great because it's ain't it Spam. Ryan Span's
No, that's the week after, I think, isn't it?
Oh, it's
It's-
Josh
yeah.
Marsfield. Okay, sorry.
Why are you disrespecting this? This is better than Walker. I mean, you said you watched that.
What? Yeah.
Like, Walker Smith is a banger still.
No, it's not bad.
It's
a
not
banger.
bad.
It's not a banger, man.
Alright.
What?
When you say banger, bro, you use those
You
words.
man use these words.
Words
like,
mad, yeah.
Bro,
use words.
watch
So what's a banger?
when we're in it the
Alright, so
night
what's
after,
it-
and they're like, yo,
so-
this was a bad boy.
So what's
This was a crazy knockout.
So what's Serial Garden?
Did you play the receipts that
That's
you
a madness.
Yeah.
That's banger squared, fam.
Yeah.
That's bangers and mash.
took your licks today from Yusuf? What's that? The receipts.
You get, but I hold my, hey, listen, I put my collar in, boy. You get me, fam? Cause I mean, I can, but he had some receipts, but guess what? I can back my talk, so because the W's still there, just like you see for sure, man, innit?
Yeah, I know, this card looking weak. Alright, cool.
Jessica Andrade versus Erin Blanchfield set for UFC Fight Night next week, February the 19th at the Apex. This is an early one for us English people.
So this was supposed to be the Cheeto card, isn't it?
This was supposed to be the Cheeto.
Can you imagine if that followed up last? Oh my
Corey
god!
Sanhagen.
If that had followed up last night, we would be in talks of like a crazy month still.
Serious.
So,
But
we haven't got
why is that one not on?
Corey Sanhagen, I think, pulled up.
Oh, why not even?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been Cheeto, fam. Cheeto would have been there if he lost a leg, fam.
Yeah,
He'd have
Cheeto's
still
a
been in
bad
there holding it, bro.
Yeah,
Using it as a weapon, fam.
Cheeto's crazy.
Yeah, he is.
So guys, what do we have for this Jessica Andrade? She's back in this kind of quick turnaround from her last fight.
Zero damage taken, fam.
Yeah, literally,
Health
she's
bar
done all
full,
the
fam.
damage. This was in January,
It was
innit?
a spar,
It
bro.
was literally
Yeah,
January. She quick
Then that's
filling.
the
Jessica Andrade by TKO, man.
something naughty. I'm imagining.
Round 2.
Ooh, early doors.
Round 2. Yeah. She
She
feels the
Blanchfield
power
gets
first round. But Blanchfield hangs in second round. She's just on skates, bro.
Can you pull up Erin Blanchfield's last fight? I just want to see.
It was,
Like, pull up the resume.
Molly May.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
it was,
Money.
yeah, okay.
Money
Okay,
May
that's
and
what I'm
that.
thinking.
Imagine Molly May getting
Because I'm thinking she was so dominant. I was thinking she's dominant. Who did she dominate? Yeah, nah, it's
wrestled her, just kept picking up
English?
dust and
Come
girls
on.
wrestle. And it's
Come
the
on,
truth,
man.
bro. English people can't wrestle, bro.
Bragz has been saying it.
Yeah, man. And people see you get it. He hates it. Like, you know it
He
is.
gets the backlash in the gym.
No, but it's the truth though.
Bro,
Bro, you can't. And listen, and you know the thing is, yeah, the only because that's why Bax wants to put me on my head. But it's true. it's okay. But the thing about it is, yeah, it is.
It's okay.
No, it is okay. I get it. Yeah. But the thing about it is the fact that 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 you can wrestle, but I talk for the whole, like how Russia is a wrestling we don't talk about. Even though, I'd say this: Russians are better strikers than English are better wrestlers. Yeah. What? What? Zabi? What? What's my man?
No. Yeah,
What's the
Russians
boxer?
can strike,
But
bro.
Bobby-
Russians can
That's
strike.
what I just said.
It's either
Fedor.
you're a mad grappler or
Fedor.
you're
Or you're
a
a boxer,
techie
yeah.
striker,
That's my
bro.
point.
Like,
No, they've had levels with boxing.
Russia's big though. So
Yeah,
they
of
can
course.
afford-
Oh, yeah, it is big,
They can afford to have more of them. So.
But they got different camps set up in different mountains, fam.
Mountains is crazy.
Alright,
But
what we
you
saying for
you
this?
had Jessica Andrade round
Yeah.
2 knockout. He said she will have Erin on skates in round 1. Knock does the job in round 2. What are you saying, Rimz?
Yeah, I already said it, innit? Andrade, I'm saying.
What round?
TKO KO. Yeah. I'll say. Ooh. 2. I like the 2 still.
You like
I
2?
like the 2. I like the 2.
Yeah.
I like the 2.
Yeah, I'm saying third. I think Andrade in the third.
Everyone's going against Blanchfield, yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, do you know what it was? In my head, I was thinking because Blanchfield wrestling was so good last time out, but it's because of who it was against. So
No, but she got her grappling's sick.
no,
bro.
it is,
It's
but
sick.
it's against the level of
Yeah.
Andrade. Is it going to be that effective?
Yeah.
I don't know
Andrade
if it
can
will
get
be.
taken down.
No, she can, but
She can
really
get
only
taken
by
down.
the good. She's decent on the ground
She's
herself.
alright as well, though.
Is she like a brown belt or black belt herself?
Yeah,
in
she's
jiu-jitsu?
alright still.
No, her jiu-jitsu's legit. I'm just saying she
Yeah.
can get taken down. I'm not saying she's not legit. I'm just saying
Yeah,
she
yeah,
can
yeah.
get taken down. What round did you go?
Third.
Third, not TKO.
Yeah, knockout.
Okay, knockout. All right, I'm going Blanchfield.
Yeah.
Decision.
Okay.
Grinds it out.
Fair.
I have to be the only. I can't go with all three of you though. That's mad. Even though I really do want to, but I have to go Blanchfield.
Fairs.
Decision. I think that makes sense as well. Yeah. If I'm being honest, if I see the way she can win this,
We need
fight,
to start doing like
that.
some when you get a pick wrong, you might have to do a forfeit, bro. You might have to start doing that, man. Some type of forfeit. We need to bring the league table back, man. We need to bring the league table back still.
Yeah.
We're gonna
See a man at the bottom doing forfeits and that.
Yeah.
Right, we'll start from the John Jones card.
Yeah, man at the bottom.
From the John Jones card.
'Cause I know Yusuf got some ideas in the chat,
For
bro.
the John Jones card, we'll set up a league and table, yeah?
Yeah, we
Probably.
need to do something.
Yeah?
Yeah, we need to sort that out. All right. Jordan Wright versus Zach Parga.
Yeah, Jordan Wright. This is another guy that flipping gasses. Like I've seen these. He's not the greatest.
Who does
I haven't seen Parga fight.
Do I even want to pick for this card,
haven't,
bro? I'm not even picking, bro. Fuck this.
Who the fuck is Josh
William
Parisian?
Knight, man, like.
I haven't
Josh
even-
Parisian. I've seen him before.
Parisian,
I
yeah.
ain't seen this guy. Jamal. I think he was off of not contender. Maybe
Yeah.
contender.
Yeah, I think I've seen him. I think
But
I've
I
seen
can't
that.
Yeah, I
Jamal
would.
Post.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it. I think I've seen him, but I ain't seen the Josh.
You man,
Parisian guy.
you man are way too polite, bro. Wrap this up. Bellator.
William Knight.
This ain't a
Yeah,
bad
that's
fight.
a-
This ain't a bad
Yeah.
fight.
Alexander, no,
Yeah, that's a good
Hernandez.
fight.
Some
Jim
of them
Miller's
fights
a
are
bad
going to
boy.
be better than this, but these are bigger names, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, but Jim Miller's a bad boy though. You always want to tune into a Jim Miller fight. He
Ah,
always come in to just.
I
give you
don't rate
crud.
Alex Hernandez, bro.
I used to, but then I
I
saw.
don't.
What you
I'm
saw
like,
in it.
oh,
The
like,
way
oh,
he
I
got
don't rate him,
finished.
bro.
The way he
His
gives up.
trajectory was looking good, but then
Not
he
for-
stumbled.
Bow.
He stumbled.
It was never
Wait,
looking good
happened.
for me, still. I never saw it, bro.
Nah, there was a
Like-
point he was looking alright, man.
Nah,
There was.
man. Who they give him?
Alright.
Donald Cerrone, fam. Come on, man. No one needs to see that.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
card
the rest
is
of them
over
bit
St. Bruce is all the
meaty.
way down there.
On this card.
Damn, they disrespected him.
Yeah.
After he fought Jones and everyone says that he could have been a guy.
Ovin St. Preux gonna win by a
Who
Von
Jones-
Fury.
AJ Fletcher's
That's a
alright.
disrespect.
AJ
Yeah.
Fletcher's alright.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about it, bro.
Wow.
This
I'm
card
gonna be
is
very
it's
meaty. Yeah,
meaty
sorry
still.
guys. Sorry guys for next
Just
week.
on
their
name
boxing.
value.
Yeah, for real. Sorry
Hey,
guys.
look
for
up the
next week.
boxing,
This card
actually.
is
It's their
very
boxing.
like,
Shit.
I think they feel like they have to come on a come down from the
Hey,
high drugs. They're
Al-
on from
Also,
this
one
card.
thing we forgot to mention: Louis Sutherland got the dub.
Oh,
yeah.
Got the
shouts out
dub.
to Louis.
Big dub, man.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, that knee that he hit man
What
with,
a-
the
was
technique,
mad.
lovely still.
Woo!
The power.
I heard you
Jeez.
shouting that. Give me my money.
As he's hammer fisting, man.
Give me my
Yeah,
money.
come on,
Pay
man.
me.
And
bad
pay the boy.
Pay the boy. Shouts out to Louis on that.
Yeah, there's some good fights. You know that PFL series. It's not super exciting. Like the first round were who? Were they lightweights last week? It weren't. There was 1 week when it was just PFL. Like there was just it's just 4 fights. It's just 4
I
fights.
said it last week.
But like
Which
with the
one?
heavier weights, it's interesting because like them man just come in and bang. Like they're trying to go for a contract, so they're really out for it.
Yeah.
And with heavyweights, you know, someone's gonna go. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Still quite exciting to watch.
Alright, yeah, man, that's
That's
it.
a wrap
No
for
boxing.
UFC. No boxing next week. No Bellator. No one championship.
I know. You know what? One's doing this thing. Yeah, they're not putting out when they're doing the Muay Thai on the Fridays,
What do you mean they're not putting out?
bro. Like every time I've checked,
Oh, yeah, it just
like
appears.
they're just there.
Yeah,
No
you're
promotion.
I'll check, and then
Oh,
there'll be one
yeah,
on Friday
yeah,
in
yeah.
the Limpini Stadium.
Yeah, the
thing
Impini
in,
Stadium, yeah.
um,
I-
Thailand.
My message is going to be more active this year, though, with it. With doing that.
Oh,
Because,
yeah.
because
check
like,
on
I
that.
think he's trying to catch up with the UFC if they're putting on more cards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how you're going to get recognition as well. Consistency. bro.
Serious.
'Cause
Super
with
Bowl.
UFC, you can't beat it.
Super Bowl tonight too.
Ooh, Super Bowl! Eagles
Who the man
fly,
them got?
Eagles fly.
You got Eagles, yeah?
Fly, Eagles fly.
I think Eagles gonna win it, but I want Kansas City to win still.
Fly,
Patty
Eagles.
Mahomes.
I want Jalen Hurts.
Nah,
bro.
man.
What?
Yo, Patty
That
Mahomes
is
be
a
throwing it
fact.
like this,
Yeah,
fam.
yeah, yes, man. But
You know
Jalen
what I'm
Hurts
saying?
is hot.
Yeah.
You mad, though.
Yeah. That's that one day, huh? Yeah. I don't know if
go.
man them are locking into that, but I want to know who you man I got still.
Yeah, let's go. Any questions before we sign out? For another long, well, not a long week for you. You lot are gone, innit? You lot, innit?
Yusuf said Louis Sutherland went to his school, still secondary school.
Oh, is it?
Swears.
Shout out.
Big up, man.
Okay. Shout out. That's big.
What area are we from? South London.
We're from the south of the sea.
Southeast.
We're from the
South.
south of the sea.
South of the sea.
Yeah, baby. That's where we from.
This one from Yusuf.
Yeah,
Off topic. am I crazy in thinking Valentina Shevchenko is a top 5 to 10 striker regardless of gender in the UFC?
Let him answer this.
No. Of course she is. Not seeing what she's done, fam. Put hands on bodies, fam. How's that funny, bro?
You say
The resume.
he
What's-
gets mad.
so
His
who-
eyes, you get dark. Anytime someone mentions her
Yeah,
name,
he
your
gets-
eyes
gets
are
furious.
because they tint. If anyone says her name, you get
Like
what?
a
They said her
spade's
name.
a spade's a spade, bro. Like, we know what she's on, innit? We don't really need to be all like chatty with it.
Man said, do we need to adjust the strength list now?
What's gonna get added?
Whoa.
Kangaroo power, fam.
Kangaroo. That's that. To be fair, that I classify that as farmer strength, innit? Like,
It's all the same.
It's a different one, bro. It's got accent. It's farmer strength with accent.
Kangaroo. Yeah,
Alright.
Volks' strength. I know you guys probably covered it, but
It's
that
Rugby
little
man.
meat edge,
Yeah, it's mad.
that little rock rider, blood. Yeah, he's tough, bro.
He's a grinder still. He's a
Man
grinder.
was like, come on, just smashing his head in, fam.
He's a
Australian
madman.
geezer, bro.
Top work, top work.
Yeah, bro. Top boy. Is that a wrap? Is that
yeah,
a wrap?
man, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. Unless you got any questions before we go, let
Throw
us
them
know.
in,
We got
throw
a
them
couple
in
minutes.
yeah, got a couple
Like,
minutes.
comment, subscribe. You know what it is. If you ain't liked, like it, please. It helps.
If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. You know we appreciate you all as always. Someone
Every
said
time.
something. What someone said. What's that? What did he say?
Dagestan got a dropper to.
Ooh.
Yeah. Habib was holding the flag for Dagestan.
All right.
But alright,
Yeah.
people.
You know we appreciate you as
Yo.
always.